Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As you can probably see, Gil is not with us right now. If you watched the show yesterday, you know he got a little too turned up smoking a Mike Malone pack after the Nuggets fired their head coach. I think he's getting an IV or something. He said to start the show he'll be with us momentarily. But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. We got NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P, Nick Young in the building. Looking good, Nick. The best I ever seen you look. Go Bruins. Looking good.
It's not a good day for me right now.
Little Bruin.
Little Bruin.
Little Bruin.
Little Bruin. Okay.
And on this side of the couch, we got Creator League champion of the world, representing Tough Crowd University, Mr. B, Brandon Jennings, Creator League champion.
That's how he was acting out there too.
If you watch the game, you know he defeated Swaggy's team, best of three.
Yep, got him out of here.
Some finished the game, some did not. We'll talk about that shortly. And next to Mr. B, we got WNBA champion of the world, Seattle Storm guard Lexie Brown, back in the arena. Lexie, you need a
clap for you.
I need a sound.
You need a sound effect.
I know.
Pew, pew, pew. Bow, bow, bow.
We need something.
But like I said, Swaggy looking good in that UCLA gear, my brother. We're going to have to start calling you Swaggy B.
Swaggy
Little
B.
Bruin.
This shit don't feel good.
It's comfortable.
Itchy.
Once it hits your skin, just go comfortable. We'll have more on that in a moment.
You're going to get allergic reaction.
Man, that's why I'm sick.
You kind of
You're
look
going
good in
to
those
start
colors,
sounding educated. Get every job he applies for. There's a lot of good things coming your way, Swaggy.
Every job.
For all the fans out there, we still got two viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Lakers dealt with some questionable officiating and took an L in their second straight game with the Thunder. Did Luka deserve to get ejected for trash talking with a fan? The Bucks overcame a 24-point fourth quarter deficit to stun the Wolves with Bobby Portis back in action after his 25-game suspension. But will the Bucks get out of the first round this postseason? I think at least one person on this couch thinks so. I don't know how everybody else feel about it, though. And after getting fined 75 racks for his finger gun celebration, Morant took Gil's advice and came up with a new celly. And let's just say it was explosive. But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick 'em. And you know, Luka Doncic plays tonight. He's making his return to Dallas, his first game against the Mavs. And you already know Underdog has a Luka Doncic discount every game he plays for the remainder of the regular season. That's right, we're dropping specials for every single Luka game, including his return tonight against the Mavs. Special continues to hit, so take advantage of that. Just use the QR code on screen or the link in the chat to claim your offer for tonight's game. And as for tonight, Mr. B has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Creator League champion.
Yes, I do.
Future one-on-one champion, Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. Let's take a look at your Underdog picks for tonight, if we can, please. Uh-oh. They effing up. Did do the Luka special.
Damn.
I can read them too.
That's because there's so much.
No, I'll read your picks, Mr. B, till we get the screen up.
Negativity in there and shit ain't working.
You know, it's a championship atmosphere. We got two turned up, had a little
All right,
parade.
Brandon, so you got higher 25.5 Steph Curry.
Yep.
You got Brandon Pajemski, higher 9.5 rebounds and assists. Domantas Sabonis, higher 12.5 rebounds. And James Harden to get a double-double against the Rockets.
Yes.
Clippers, Rockets tonight. Clippers fighting for playoff position. We see the picks on screen right now. How everybody else on the couch feeling about Mr. B's picks?
Cool.
Yeah.
Always support positivity, positive energy.
Everybody's up. I mean, because the Clippers, they need to win. So and James playing against his old team. So
Okay.
I know for sure he'll
I
want
like
to get a
that. I like
double-double. Steph Curry, you know, he had a bad game the other night. So he hasn't had a 30-point game in a minute. So
I like it. And they're playing the Spurs, so.
yeah. And Sabonis, he always, you know, he gets like 8 rebounds in the first quarter.
So we asked the chat if they're riding or fading with your picks. 52% of the chat riding with the picks. If you like those picks, head over to Underdog app, use promo code GIL. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick 'em. As a reminder, if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, audio version available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Another reminder, Gil has been nominated for a Webby Award in the Creator Sports category. Support Gil by voting for him in the link in the chat, even though he is not on the couch right now. That's a true creator right there. Turned up in celebration. Mike Malone pack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Very potent.
Very voting.
Voting is open until Thursday, April 17th. Please note you must respond to the email you received upon registration or your vote will not be counted. So let's get into it, Swag. I see you rocking that UCLA gear, looking like a real Bruin, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Looking good. So before the women's tournament, Swaggy and I made an Instagram bet on which one of our alma maters would advance further. USC squad suffered a devastating blow, losing Juju Watkins for the season before losing to UConn in the Elite Eight, while my Bruins advanced to the Final Four before also taking an L to the eventual champion Huskies. So, you know, Swaggy rocking the UCLA gear. We also have the billboard Westwood near UCLA. Shout out.
It
looking good. Look at that. Oh, man, look at that billboard right there.
Until you gotta
right
post
near
that
campus.
L Instagram.
It's all fun and games until you got to post the L, Swaggy.
Yeah.
So this was part of the punishment for losing our Instagram bet.
Damn.
But Swaggy, I can't even lie. You look good rocking that true blue.
You do.
Nah,
You do look good.
Too soft, man. Look at me. Look how this.
You have on two
look at
glasses right now?
I'm gonna use some. I'm a Bruin now.
Bruin now. Studious.
Right.
A Trojan only lasts once. A Bruin is forever, as we already know. So Nick, in addition to Billboard and Westwood, I understand you have a special apology you'd like to share with our audience.
Damn,
So the floor is yours, sir.
I gotta read on camera. Shit.
You got
that-
two glasses, you should be fine.
That UCLA education.
I got it on camera.
Man. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
my esteemed colleagues, everyone. First off, I want to thank y'all for riding with me through the good, the bad, and this very extremely difficult times of me wearing UCLA gear. This is not easy to say, so I'm gonna just keep it real. March is over, and so is my chances of winning this bet against Josiah.
God bless you. It is. It is over.
It is. It is over. Yeah. Right here on Gil's Arenas, we made this bet, and I had to.
Two arenas. Gil's Arena.
Gil's Arena.
You one of those?
Yeah.
Put S's on the end of things?
Yeah.
Hate that. Ooh, I hate that.
And it's sad to say that UCLA runs LA basketball right now
Can we clip that?
because Juju got hurt.
No, that's.
Yeah, it just. But I
Regardless.
gotta give credit where credit's due. Y'all played very well. But shout out to my ladies at Southern California. You're gonna be okay. Keep your heads up. We still was balling. We're gonna come back next year stronger than ever, and we can run it back again. But I gotta give credit to Woodland Hills, to the Westwood women. I don't know
Westwood.
how to
See,
say it.
different
Westwood
city.
women. And yeah, man, let's just go straight to the questions. Got
Okay,
anything
all
you wanna
right.
ask me,
Well, I do
man? I'm
have a
sorry,
question.
man.
Josiah Johnson, Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. You were real loud on Instagram the last few weeks. How's it feel to walk all that back in public like this on Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy? Whoop, whoop.
Honestly, it feels kind of upsetting, you know. It hurts that I gotta even wear this, you know. I'm scared to go back to my, you know, to the Galen Center. You know, I'm scared to walk around Southern California. Gotta watch my back every 20 seconds. But people have seen this. People been calling me, "What's up with this blue and gold shit?" You know.
True blue, sir. That's
You
championship blue. You have
I'm
championship
like,
experience.
man,
Come get with a championship.
a bet is a bet. I made it on Instagram. Fuck it. You know.
Right. Like, we appreciate you honoring the bet that you lost. Shout out to the UCLA women's basketball squad. We'll be back better than ever the next year. Shout out Corey Close, the rest of the crew. Swaggy, shout out you for being a man of honor and distinction.
Hey,
Rocking
shout
that
out you for wearing that shirt, man.
Yeah, shout out
You
to
know?
Juju too. I felt it didn't feel right. Obviously, I knew it was gonna win, but the circumstances didn't feel right. So
And-
sending love and prayers to Juju.
You know, the
not
fact-
to USC or to their basketball team, just to Juju.
The fact that y'all lost by 30,
No, I mean,
you lost by 12.
loss is a loss. It happens.
without Juju.
Tampa.
That's it. We should have did that type of bet. Like
Different climate. But anywho, let's get on with the show. But first of all, has anybody seen Gilbert Arenas?
What is
Do we know where Gil is at? Oh, here he comes. Gil is in the building. Look at Gil.
What is that?
You got the Letterman, you got the Gil's Arena cap, you got the
You
headphones.
go to UCLA too?
Yeah, what's up? What's up with the look?
I'm sorry. I've been doing that all morning. You didn't get the memo?
I got no memos. Gil.
Oh, so only the real glazers, only the real honey
The real-
soaked glazers of LeBron James got invited to the LeBarbie doll
We got the LeBarbie fit.
Oh,
Fit. Oh, you didn't?
I-
You didn't know?
Did you see his
Now, let me check my DMs. Make sure.
Yeah, man. Only the real ones. Only the real ones got invited. We had a photo shoot today.
Gil is
You
back
know,
in
there was
the
a
arena.
photo shoot. You know, he got a new dog coming out. LeBarbie.
LeBarbie. LeBarbie is crazy.
So for all you who don't know, LeBron made some history Wednesday by becoming the first professional male athlete to have his likeness depicted in a Ken doll. We got some photos. Let's take a look.
Oh my
There he is,
God.
Bron holding the Ken doll. So Mattel unveiled the
You got
LeBron
the
Ken doll
Ken
on
doll.
Wednesday to kick off
put
the
on
toy
the
manufacturer.
outfit.
Yes.
You gotta have the hat to the back. The hat to the back.
That ain't it. That ain't the
Gil
one.
adjusted.
Score.
Gil adjusted. So like I said, they unveiled the LeBron Ken doll Wednesday to kick off the toy
Yeah,
manufacturer's
there you go.
ambassador.
See, I told
Outfit
hey,
on.
Look at him.
Oh my God.
Twinsies.
all day, baby. Yeah.
God is good, ladies and gentlemen. So LeBron shared some-
Nobody know that LeBron like I know that LeBron.
The fact that you
memo.
got the outfit. is
They said you ain't been. They've been giving you the checks,
no,
but you ain't been repping LeBron like you supposed to do.
my glazing has not been at full glaze.
That was the reason you were invited.
A partial glazing.
Glazing has
I'm a
been
partial
full
glazer right now as I make my shift to sports
I
media.
like this.
But LeBron shared some photos of his new doll on IG today with the following caption: "Got me a mini-me, unbelievably cool, and an honor to be part of the Barbie and Mattel family that continues to inspire the next generation. Lil Bron coming to a store near you.
so
Doll costs $75, goes on sale Monday." What do y'all think about LeBron getting his own Ken doll? So part of the
$75?
look, it's a tough economy. Same price as eggs.
$75 for a doll?
I'm getting that.
You want an omelet or you want a
That shit
LeBron
might be
Ken
worth
doll?
something later. I don't know.
I mean, anytime you get a doll or action figure of yourself, I mean, that's fire.
That, you know, first a professional athlete, not
He
MJ.
done
Yeah.
upped it from the bobblehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously.
You know,
No
that's
one is
the
messing
team. That
with
bobblehead is
Bron.
that team shit.
Yeah.
No one is
no.
messing with Bron now. He got a doll.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They cement him as the GOAT.
Yeah, the bobblehead was cool, but to get a
Yep, nothing
Doll?
else. This.
I'm not gonna front. I'm a little salty. I didn't get the memo, but it's okay, Brian.
I would have liked to see you in some pants, Josiah.
You know, I did wear pants one time on this show.
I've never
It was a
seen
little
you.
chilly outside.
I ain't
But
never
when Luka
seen
gets his doll, you know, we'll see.
Well, I can't-
Maybe a free
I
agent.
can't wait to go to Whiteface.
The white face.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's gonna be a good day.
No.
White face.
No, it's
the
not.
white face.
It's not going to be a good day.
Not at all. Not at all.
It actually might be a horrible day.
No Steph doll. There's not a Steph is not a Kim Ambassador. LeBron, Raymond James Sr.
I wonder if they'll make more. That'd be so cute.
Bronny should get a little
Mini.
little minier version.
Do he got a LeBron house, like a Barbie house? You know, like
I'm sure it's coming.
that'll be hard. A little Barbie car.
I will buy it.
But the whole family, just everybody, the
Yeah.
whole family.
That'd
Why
be
not?
fire. That'd be fire.
No, I mean the whole family's not LeBron, so you know, just relax. It's one item right now.
But we all know, like the Bron family. This should have been like the Bron family.
It should be a house, everybody already inside,
Yeah.
and then Bron on the outside.
they in
I would like NBA Barbie dolls. That'd be cool. They made WNBA Barbie dolls, obviously, but like all the NBA teams, that'd be cool.
They used to make like the little action figures. I seen like a Jordan one, seen a Kobe one.
Well, that's sports ones though.
That's sports one. That's what I'm saying,
Like
but not
action
Barbie.
figures.
They
not
could do
like-
action figures with the WNBA and then the NBA.
That would be
so
cool. That'd be really
Barbie and
cool.
Ken style.
Oh, how would y'all Barbies be though?
What do you mean?
Like the.
They already exist.
I'm talking about the women's basketball Barbie.
They made WNBA Barbies.
They did? Oh, that's
Now
hard.
they're doing
I had
Ambassador series.
I had
No
like
way.
10 of them.
Yeah.
They were in the
They did a
box. We
series
never
last
took them
year.
out, but yeah, they just put them in jerseys.
Oh, that's hard.
It's just Barbie in a
Oh, they
jersey.
put them in jersey. Oh,
That's how.
We need a Lexie Barbie doll though.
I would love a
So
Barbie.
inspired-
I want to
That's
know.
what I
I want
thought.
a
I didn't
Bratz
know.
doll. I'm more Bratz.
Okay.
The big
You hear
head
me?
shit.
Yeah.
The women in the arena
Simone.
know what that means.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, I had to
I'm
buy a
sure
couple
a lot
of
of our chat does not know, but it's okay.
I had to
Y'all
buy
can
a
go
couple
look at
of
the
those.
difference between a Barbie and a Bratz.
The big head. Those the big head ones.
What?
But they like Nicki Minaj though.
They
do
got
like that.
they got cuter clothes,
Yeah.
Okay.
lip gloss. all
Well, good. We
things.
appreciate you taking your glazing to all new heights.
all new heights.
Happy to see you back in the arena after
Extra.
smoking the Mike Malone pack yesterday.
All new heights.
Now someone called me a LeBron glazer, and I was like, stop calling. I'm a Laker glazer first.
No.
A laser.
I'm a Laker glazer. I was not.
Don't-
I
you
wasn't
don't
team.
have to explain
I wasn't
yourself,
team LeBron before LeBron came to LA.
I know,
There's always
but
a
you
word.
I wasn't Euro until Luka came.
Fair.
Now I
Yeah,
can't.
That's
he
fair.
I want.
Lakers.
I want Euro cereal now.
What is Euro?
Okay.
Yeah, what's your Euro?
Huh?
What's the Euro?
That's-
Whatever they eat over there.
That's-
Pour
It's
beer
a
on
little
it instead
No,
of.
whatever they eat in their country, I want
it
it.
does taste
sugar.
different over
I
there.
don't care. I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna be my favorite.
Foods and all that
Yeah,
good stuff.
cereal tastes very different in
It's
Europe.
gonna be, right? So I decided, you know what? Then I started looking around the room and realized I had some of this. This is look,
You have the
thank you
exact
McDonald's,
fit.
because they just gave Elijah this for me to have it.
Oh, so you rocking? But I
He said
appreciate
for me
you.
to have it.
For me to use it, yeah.
It's both the R's.
You know, he got the off-white. Yeah, so this is, yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You
Came up
nailed
with
it.
a nice little gear.
No, he did nail it.
Yeah, you did.
Well-
You killing it though. I seen
You
the
know what I mean?
video. Walked the LeBron James. That shit was hard though.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've come to expect on Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Gil and the Ken Dog. Let's keep it moving. Today's podcast is sponsored by Roe. Roe Sparks, our 2-in-1 prescription treatment for stronger, harder erections. They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve under the tongue, and getting hard faster means having more sex. After they dissolve, they work in 15 minutes on average. Roe stays active in your system for up to 36 hours, so you can go back to back to back to back, or be ready the morning after. Roe connects guys with a medical provider 100% online, so there's no awkward conversation with in-person providers. If approved, treatment ships directly to their door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with the provider at roe.co/Gil to find out if prescription Roe Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/Gil for $15 off your first order. So we're going to talk Creator League, all that stuff in a second, but we have a very, very special guest making his first appearance in the arena via Zoom. He's a legend in the sports media game that's been putting in work for over 40 years on TV, movies, radio, and print. Stops at CNN, ESPN as an anchor on SportsCenter, and star of several iconic This Is SportsCenter commercials, as well as NBC's Football Night in America and Sports Illustrated. He was also a hooper in his heyday, earning a college scholarship. Now you can watch him on the Dan Patrick Show on Peacock. Dan Patrick, welcome to Gil's Arena. We see you on the set looking like a boss.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here and great to follow an erection. So thank you. Feeling good. Feeling hard.
Shout out to Roe Sparks. They got us all feeling getting right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, Dan, we appreciate you. So let's get right into it. During a recent episode of your show, you were talking about likely #1 pick Cooper Flagg and asked if you said his career was going to be like Kevin Love's, would that be a disappointment? And it probably would be. Kevin Love responded to the comments, said he wasn't offended by them, gave Flagg a bunch of praise. But you also said Flagg reminds you of Kevin Durant. So how do you think Cooper Flagg's game will translate to the NBA?
Well, the one thing I wanted to clarify is that if he does have a career like Kevin Love's probably a borderline Hall of Famer. He's had a great career. But what I was trying to caution people is he's not going to be Larry Bird. So it feels like it's going to be a disappointment. And that's where I want people to realize his game is not like Kevin Love's. Kevin Love was an overachiever, did wonderful things, 5-time All-Star, won a championship. Cooper Flagg is a #1 pick. You know, Kevin Love coming out of UCLA, I thought he was maybe a 14-9 guy. Well, he exceeded that. I just think we get caught up in the expectations, and sometimes, and it's fun to do, and we love a player comp, but if I knew people were going to go, oh, he could be the next Larry Bird. He can't be. But he can be the first, Cooper Flagg. And I said, if he accomplishes what Kevin Love did, that to me would be a really good career. But I said people will look at that as a failure. I didn't mean to, indicate, hint at Kevin Love's career is a disappointment. And that's why I reached out to Kevin, because I said, hey, this isn't on you. And then he said, no, I got it. He said people, took it the other way. So I just wanted to make sure I clarified that, because I've known Kevin since he came into the league.
No, we appreciate you, Dan. Kevin Love of Bruin. We got Swaggy P, Nick Young here rocking UCLA gear, showing his love to the Trojans. Mr. B, you got a question for Dan?
Yeah, Dan, how do you feel about what Denver just did, getting rid of their coaches and their GMs right now late in the season, knowing that the postseason is coming up?
I don't care how bad it got. Can it wait? And I don't know how this is a spark. And I know that those two didn't get along. And Calvin came in. Mike had already established himself. Now all of a sudden you got a new GM. And then he wants to hire somebody. He wants him to play more of a younger bench. You know, I understand that, contrasting styles. But damn, we're three games away from the end of the regular season.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought of is, what's Joker want to do after this? Like, you got 3 more years, but how does this impact him? And I did talk to somebody who knows him. He says he's an extremely loyal guy. He's a Dirk Nowitzki kind of guy that wants to stay with one organization. But this is one of those where, you know, Jamal Murray's banged up. You know, they maybe overpaid for Michael Porter Jr. Gordon's good. You don't trust the bench. And I don't know. It just feels like, and I don't think they'll win another championship with him in Denver, and it's not a knock on him.
Sounds good to me. With the Cooper Flagg, I've watched him up close. There's one thing that we misunderstood sometimes is the work ethic of that player. What Cooper Flagg has that can't be measured is that he plays very hard. Yeah. Right? He has a Giannis motor. So because he goes 100% all the time with his athleticism, with his shot making ability in the open court, I think he will surprise a lot of people. He will be averaging 20, 25 easily by his 3rd year because he just plays harder than everybody.
Okay.
And you know, when you're in college, it's you do have a zone that kind of stops you from that. So the fact that he did lead his team in every category with a zone, when he plays in the NBA and he's going 100%, where 90% of the NBA don't go that hard, right? You're going to be watching a half-court version of how Giannis plays the game. And that's the thing that you're gonna a lot of people will miss is the motor of Cooper Flagg at that age.
And the reason why I brought up Durant is, I mean, Durant's game inside out, mid-range jumper. I mean, he has everything there. Flagg is probably going to be a better all-around player than KD. He's not going to be the scorer that KD is, but Flagg has the potential to be a better passer. He's a great passer. And he'll block shots. And KD's an underrated defender. But offensively, just how he moves, he's not afraid to contact. He can go inside, he'll go outside. And I agree with you. We get caught up and we see the end result, but you don't see what, you know, Bird, Magic, Michael, Isaiah, all those great, all the time that they spent, like Tiger Woods, all the time that he spent. He has the God-given ability. It's the ability to want to take that God-given ability and take it to an even higher place. And that's what I love to see. And you guys know this better than anybody. Give me the guy who adds something to his game every year. Like, what is different? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Because you need to evolve, because that defense is geared up for something. Then Michael Jordan takes you on the block and you go, damn, Mike, that's not fair. But that's what it is. You're adding to your game. And that's what I think will be important for Cooper Flagg. Do you want to be great? Yeah. Because in today's NBA, you know, in your 4th year, you're making $50 million and you might not have that motivation. But to want to be great, you know, Patrick Mahomes wants to be great. He got that $450 million contract. That didn't stop him. It's like, I want to prove that I'm that and then some. And that's where Shohei Ohtani, like, that's what I love. Hey, I'm making it, but I'm going to show you I deserve that. Every penny of it, and then I might be underpaid. Patrick Mahomes is underpaid. And who would have thought that when he signed that contract? They're like, oh my God, what are the Chiefs are doing? I said at the time, he'll be a bargain. And he is. But greatness, I think you want to be great. You have to be great. It's the most important thing to you. And you can see that there's certain athletes who get to the pros, get to the NBA. and then it's like I've made it, and then you don't add. Sometimes you subtract from your game.
Yeah. So Dan, heard you laugh when Gil said that Cooper would be averaging 25 by his third year. You agree, disagree with that? I can see you smiling again.
Well, no, we're putting these expectations on him. I've seen it too many times. Okay,
Man,
I've been in the business for 40 years. We put these they're the next. Well, we're still looking for the next Mike. He ain't coming through the door. Magic. There's not going to be another Magic or Larry or Kareem or, that's what I worry sometimes. Then that goes back to the comment of, now, can he average that? Yes. Do I expect him to average that? I don't know where he's going. If he goes to the Wizards, basketball's version of a timeout.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be mad because I play for the Wizards, but I understand.
No, sorry.
Please don't go to the Wizards. Please don't go to the Wizards.
I mean, that feels like, when you punish your kids and you go, hey, if you keep doing that, I'm going to give you a timeout. I think in the NBA, they go, hey, Kuzma, you better, all right, we're trading you to the Wizards. You're like, no, anything but that. And if he goes to the Wizards, he might get, decent numbers. What if I don't know, Utah? I'd love to see him in San Antonio, but I mean, if he goes to New Orleans, there's only one ball, and you bring somebody in, and all of a sudden you either have to embrace him or you're going to say, you got to earn it. You catch up with us. And that would be my big concern. We've seen so many guys go to teams, especially quarterbacks, and they go into a bad situation.
Yep.
If Patrick Mahomes played for the Browns, he wouldn't be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
It's because he doesn't have the infrastructure there. And it's so important. Like Magic went right to the Lakers, they were a great team. Larry goes to the Celtics, they were a great team. Mike had to build the Bulls up. Isaiah had to build the Pistons. Like, the whole infrastructure is so important to your success, because I've seen way too many quarterbacks go into a bad situation and they never get out of it.
How about Brooklyn?
Oh, nobody cares about Brooklyn. They could win a title and they still might not have a parade in New York City.
No, I'm saying Cooper Flagg in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I know, but that's.
My point still stands.
I mean, I don't know. Nobody cares about Brooklyn. I mean, my son lives in Brooklyn, but he doesn't go to the games. That's why I thought KD and Kyrie were going to the Knicks. I thought they were going to take that franchise and they were going to bring it back up to where it once was. And then they said they're going to Brooklyn. And I'm like, damn, the Beastie Boys go to Brooklyn. I don't know of any other people who want to, go, and you're going to go play basketball in Brooklyn? I don't know.
It's better than the Wizards, though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But you're always going to be in the shadow of the Knicks. Always.
Yeah, true.
It's like you go to the Clippers or you go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the Knicks. And even if the Knicks aren't winning and Brooklyn's winning, it's still a New York Knicks town.
Well, let's shift this a little bit. So recently we saw the situation with LeBron and Stephen A. Smith. LeBron confronted him during the Lakers game for comments regarding Bronny and Bron's parenting. And Stephen A. going on what LeBron described as a Taylor Swift-like media tour when LeBron pulled up the Pat McAfee show. So what's your reaction to the beef between LeBron and Stephen A. Smith?
Well, I'm going to guess there's one word that triggered LeBron, and that's where you critique him as a father.
Yeah.
Okay?
Pleading.
You critique him as a father, and that probably hit home. Okay, first of all, Stephen A. goes on the show, and this is when his son got into the game early against the Sixers, and he's matched up with Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey, he burns everybody. He's a tremendous player. And then here's LeBron saying, or Stephen A. going, LeBron, promise me. Like, he made it seem like this is, that he should be reported to the services, as a bad parent. He didn't send him to Afghanistan for the war. He just, JJ put him in the game. That, I would blame JJ, not LeBron. And I just thought that it was Stephen A. Being overly dramatic. And then if you critique me as a father, then we got a little bit of an issue here. Now, did it evolve or devolve into something silly? Like, do you really think Stephen A. was going to swing at LeBron James?
No.
Would have liked to see it.
No.
Yeah, I would. Yes, because is LeBron going to put his hands on Stephen A?
No.
He saw him. I'm going to say something to you, and it's basically, and Stephen A. has come out and he's basically said, hey, LeBron, Michael's the GOAT, not you. Like, why say that?
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing it in an angry way. Like, you clearly don't like LeBron. There is history there. And LeBron probably thought, enough of this shit. You can critique me as a basketball player, but I gave my son an opportunity. Yes, is there nepotism? Yes. Would you do the same thing?
Or yours.
Would you do, if my son wanted to get into the business, I would be helping him get into the business. And I don't have any problem with, LeBron has been, by all accounts, pretty damn good parent and husband. So Stephen A. used the platform to make it about Stephen A. And hey, I can call out LeBron. And I hated to see it. I was embarrassed, really, for my profession. But Stephen A., felt strongly about it. And then, as he said, hey, I was there, and athletes will say, if you're going to say something, show up. And he did. I just didn't want to see if he was going to swing at LeBron.
Yeah.
That would have ended quickly. That would have been quick. Yeah. I got to see Mike Tyson fight in person a few times. It might have been one of those where you go, oh boy. It's one punch, and that's it. So, have you guys had any of that happen to you where somebody challenges you that way?
Me personally, no.
Yeah.
Isaiah Stewart.
Good job, Steve. Bring it up. Oh, shit.
Yes, Isaiah Stewart did that to me, but the problem is he didn't read what I wrote correctly. Like he didn't read the words exactly how they were written. I think at some point he pretended that I said something I didn't. So I wrote that, I don't know if you got the NBA memo. The memo is we wait till our teammates get behind us and then we pretend to fight so we don't get fined. It's like WWE.
Yeah.
He read that you waited till your teammates got there. So basically, he thought I called him soft.
Yeah.
And I thought he was faking. So I told him to fake. He thought I said he was faking. So.
But not a member of the media.
No. So he ran up on me.
Yeah, but
So
a
you
member
were
of the
the
media.
media.
I was the media.
And
he was LeBron James.
He was LeBron.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And unlike Stephen A. Smith, swinging was not on my mind. I can tell you that for sure. I was trying to stop myself from running, but there's the weight room behind me, and you don't want that gorilla up in there.
I just I don't know why LeBron is so polarizing to people. I have great admiration for what I think it's the greatest basketball career if you look at the totality of it. Mm-hmm. He's never going to be Mike. Never. People won't allow it.
Yeah.
But LeBron, you're the all-time leading scorer. You're going to be in top 10 in steals and assists. Half your career you played in the NBA Finals. He dragged that Cavalier team that's one of the worst teams that's ever gone to the finals. He bounced around to win championships. I get that. Mike, never did. He went to the Wizards so he could be an owner. But it's just interesting how we hold on to that memory of Michael Jordan like it's dear life. And LeBron can never, ever. LeBron could win 7 titles. He would never be viewed as better than Michael Jordan, I think, in the public consciousness.
So Dan, we talked about the LeBron Stephen A. Smith situation. You asked our crew if they've ever had something like that. But have you ever had beef with an athlete over something you said that they weren't feeling?
Yes. I had an interview with Alex Rodriguez that did not go well. I didn't know it didn't go well until I tried to get him back on the show, and then I was told when he was with the Texas Rangers, It's like, Alex has a problem with you. And I'm thinking, okay. Well, we were in Dallas, and I went over to the Rangers game, went into the locker room. And what happened, backstory, is I had A-Rod on, and we were taping an interview, and he starts talking about Derek Jeter's contract and saying he doesn't do anything better than me, and how can they give him $18 million? And then, he said, hey, are we taping this? And I said, yes. Now, at no point did he say, hey, just make sure you don't run that with Derek Jeter. And then he later did an interview, I think, with Esquire magazine and kind of said the same things that he said to me on my show. So I go to the locker room. I'm like, all right, I'll go. And if I said something, I'll apologize. I get in there, and A-Rod is standing by his locker, and he's talking to a teammate. And I got Canseco and Pudge Rodriguez, Rafael Palmeiro, and I think Juan Gonzalez. They're all on the back of a couch with their arms, like they're watching this because they know like something's going down. And it could be me who's going down. And A-Rod, I think his teammate was Mike Lamb. So I wait and I go, hey. And he goes, and then he just got right in my face. Like we were nose to nose. And I thought, he's going to drop me. and I was trying to figure out, like, what did I do? And then he told me. And then I said, you said the same thing in Esquire magazine. And he just wouldn't listen. So I said to the guy that I work with, Rob Dibble, who used to pitch for the Cincinnati Reds, 6'4", 235. And I said, hey, Dibs, if he knocks me out, I want you to hit him. And right there in front of A-Rod, I just turned and I said, hey, and then A-Rod, for some reason, kind of turned away, and then that was it. The other one was Lawrence Taylor, LT. Oh, boy. So he had just announced that he was being suspended for cocaine use, and I was a reporter at CNN. And LT read a statement to the print media, but I needed to get it on camera for CNN. He comes out of this press conference, and then I'm there with my cameraman, and I said, hey, LT, could you read that statement on camera? And then he doesn't say anything. Keeps walking. And I said, hey, LT, Dan Patrick, CNN, can you read that? He goes, call my agent. I said, I already called your agent. And then he kept walking. And I go, God. I said, hey. And then he said, don't you ask me again. And then he had dark sunglasses on. I could see the whites of his eyes through his dark sunglasses. And I thought, I'm in trouble. So I say to my cameraman, I remember his name, Ricky Shine. I said, Ricky, keep rolling if he hits me. And LT got in a dark blue Porsche and peeled out. And I went, holy shit, what just happened here? And all I was trying to do was do my job. I was trying to be respectful, but I thought that was go time. Well, it wasn't go time, but it was gone time because I was in trouble. I was in trouble. But I think those are the two words. There's been misunderstandings sometimes with people, and then you try to clear it up. But those are the two where I thought I was going to get punched.
Well, Dan, we appreciate you for your time. Got one more question for you before we let you go. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about the MVP race in the NBA. SGA, Jokic, both having a tremendous season. Obviously, SGA got the Thunder, comfortable lead in the West. Joker having a historic year, looking to become the first center to average a triple-double. So where do you stand on the MVP race in the NBA right now?
I find it interesting that analysts will say, well, of course, Joker's the best player in the game. Okay. But he's not going to be the most valuable player. And I get that because there were times when, Charles Barkley and Karl Malone won MVPs. Mike was still the best player in the game, but they had better seasons. Here's what I worry about with SGA. And look, they've had a historically great season. 51 wins of 10 points or more. That's the most in history. And you can, credit the three-point shot as well. But I hope if SGA wins the MVP, that he wins the title. Because as you guys know, when you don't win the title after you've been named MVP, you're not winning the MVP the next season. We saw this with Giannis. You saw that with Joker. Joel Embiid is not going to come near that MVP form again. But SGA has had a wonderful season and has been unstoppable. But I don't like that. Well, he was most valuable, but he didn't win the title. He's still the most valuable player in the regular season. And I think we turn on these guys sometimes, or the voters go, nah, I'm not going to vote for him. It's like Joker. You know, you get voter fatigue. And that's what I hope doesn't happen to him, because nobody questions Giannis again. Nobody questions Joker. They won their title. Nobody questions Dirk. He got his title. Those are really important things and having voted on those awards, yeah, they can turn on you. They can get tired of it. You know, I had somebody tell me in Phoenix when they voted for Barkley, and they're like, aren't you tired of voting for Jordan? I said, no. No. He's the most valuable player and the most valuable player. He's valuable to your team, every other team, and he's the most valuable player in the league. And he'll win a championship. And I just remember, meeting this writer in Phoenix, and he was saying, basically, why didn't you vote for Barkley? And I'm friends with Barkley. I even told Charles, I said, I didn't vote for you. And he goes, I don't blame you, man. And I'm like, yeah, I'm voting for Mike. So, but I hope SGA gets it. I think this has been a great year, and I hope that they're ready to go in the playoffs. But it feels like people haven't bought in all the way. It's tricky. Them and the Cavs, where you go, yeah, but let me wait till you get to a 7-game series.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, Dan, we appreciate you pulling up to Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, 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 whoop. Everybody make sure to check out the Dan Patrick Show on Peacock. Legend. Dan Patrick, thank you so much.
Hey, what about the penis pills?
What's up?
The penis pills?
Oh, the Rose Park. We will get you some Rose Park.
Okay.
Or you can contact your medical provider 100% online.
Thank you. Product placement. Hey, thank you very much. And Gil, keep killing it.
Thank you.
very much,
Appreciate it.
guys.
Appreciate it.
I-
Shout out Dan Patrick, living legend. We didn't even really get hit all the Sports Center stuff, the This Is Sports Center commercials, but for everybody who's in our age range, Lexie, you're a little younger than us, so might be a little before your time, but those This Is Sports Center commercials used to be the shit. Sports Center back in its heyday with that illustrious crew of anchors. But
Whoa.
Fuck police.
What? Stop, man. When I win, when I lose, I win.
number one crash out.
Put that shit down.
Why?
Put that down.
You have
No,
two
put that
cups
down.
next to you.
I want the
No.
I want
Put that in a regular ass cup, bro.
No, man.
You just got your ass
I'm crashing out
whooped.
there.
No, you got your ass
No, I
whooped
didn't get my
on
ass
YouTube,
whooped.
dog. No, man, put that shit
I
down.
never
That ain't no
lost.
championship
Oh,
mode.
man, I
Nah,
never
you was
lost.
not acting like a champion. You was not acting like a
And I
champion.
was. Yes, I was.
No, you was not.
Well, speaking of the Creator League, we do have Creator League champion of the world, Mr. B. Brandon Jennings in here. Creator League finals loser,
Man, nigga, really?
Swaggy P.
Thank you.
Really?
Swaggy, your championship experience did not lead to a Creator League championship, but you and Mr. B were in San Antonio this weekend playing in the Creator League. Both your teams advanced to the championship game on Monday before the men's national championship game. So things got heated in the final game of the best of 3 series. Let's take a look.
Is it heavy?
Look at that travel. They call foul.
I saw you screaming at the ref.
Let's get going with game 3.
Oh, Jenna.
Y'all quit, man. Nah, hell no. I quit, man.
Look at the
Three
score.
times in a row. I'm not doing that shit.
It was a 3-on-2 3 times. They keep doing that.
The 3-on-2 power play as a part of the Creator League. Swaggy, you were not feeling it. You walked off the court, did not return as your team.
You see the score of the game?
A reminder that the power play is
That's because of this shit. Look, 3-on-2.
Team
And I
And they
got a
missed.
girl in the way.
And they missed.
Yep.
And they missed.
I got a
out
girl
Jenna
and a
Bandit.
14.
And they missed.
I got a girl and a 14-year-old.
you have
Yep. If
championship
Nick would have said
experience.
nothing, he would have got the
Carry your
rebound.
Quitter P. Quitter P.
Nothing wrong with having a woman, Jenna Bandy.
Hello, damn.
Not like that, but
Gil's
they
Arena
got
shootout.
all men. They posting.
First of all,
the motherfucker ran
The
into
kid
her.
is the bigger
I
problem.
think, first of all, I think she had all the points
was
in
good.
game 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
She
she did.
started off. Y'all
Yes,
didn't
she did.
score.
Did y'all see the
I seen when she came in and boom, bucket.
No, he ran her ass into to everywhere else. He just pushed her and she flew into the
I don't know what
crowd.
that got to do with the championship game.
Because
in the championship game.
So you're Swaggy, you feel like your squad got cheated in the Crater League championship?
Yeah, how you get 3 power balls in a row?
3 power balls.
I had the last pick of the draft.
Mr. B, so you willed your team to greatness.
You willed it.
Yeah, so I had the last pick of the draft, and they talk about my team. I didn't tell them to pick them girls.
Did you see?
I thought he had. Did you have Kobe on your team? Like he showed you how to win shit. 12-6. Then he's supposed to teach you.
Strong nigga. The nigga that do his face shit in the water at 4 a.m. That's who he got. And he posting his little.
Talk about Cash Nasty.
Just post.
I had Draymond Green.
Don't you get the ball back when you score?
No, they make it keep it.
No. Yes. I just said that. So all you had to do was score, and then you get the ball.
Brandon.
I seen those.
And you could have did that the whole time.
Yep. 2 fouls, you get the free throw.
They didn't call foul.
Brother. Hey, you know what? I'm not even going to lie to you. I did win money.
That's cool. I won too.
You bet against Swaggy.
I bet $3,000 he was going to quit at some point.
You should have known that.
A very wise.
I literally bet $3,000. I know my swag.
Who's my teammate?
I know my swag.
Who's my teammate?
I thought he was going to quit game 1. I was like, oh, shit's about to happen. It's about to happen.
He about to do me. He about to do what I told him. Oh.
So anyway, let's move over to an actual champion.
Yeah.
A Creator League champion. Brandon carried your team to the Creator League championship. Did not win MVP with questionable circumstances.
No, I think it was fan votes for the fans. So.
Well, fans are haters, as we know.
Deserve it. Shit.
I mean, yeah, we got Lou Will and them out of here in 2.
Okay.
And then I knew I was going to beat.
Got lucky.
You know, so I knew I was going to beat him.
Got lucky against Lou.
What you mean?
They best player go down because Brandon want to kick his leg and shit.
It was a foul.
No, you broke his ankle.
It was a foul.
You broke.
Get out of my shooting.
And then he posting up he posting up women and shit just
What's your
elbow and
Whose fault is that?
No, nothing.
You think
nobody told you to put a 14-year-old on
women very
BJ?
capable defenders.
Who told you to put the 14-year-old on?
Right.
Why you didn't guard him?
Cause my dude I picked didn't want to play. So I had motherfucker.
Why you didn't guard him? And let the 14-year-old guard somebody else?
I did. So we had a one-on-one button, right, where we can go ISO.
Yeah.
First time I get the ISO, he fouled me.
I did see that.
He didn't even check up. Soon when he
You don't have to check up. They said push the button and then you just go play one-on-one. Everybody moved out the way.
He just ran to the layup.
So he followed
First thing he did, just
No. It's like fire. It's like bring the fire, basically. So you go to the top and you wait, right?
No, that's not bring. No, bring the fire is bring the fire. Whatever this is whatever that is.
Everything was big. They had 4 points, big 3 shit. So look, they press the thing, bring the fire, and then you dribble to the top and you get ready. Soon when he pressed it, he walked over and ran.
Hey, you know what? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I don't want to hear nothing you got going on about you.
I
don't want to hear this loser. Hey, tell me about how you win. How did you beat him? What'd you do?
You don't know about that winning.
I mean,
that's why I'm going to ask the winner. So what'd you do?
Well, I just felt like it was real embarrassing for them to put the girl on me first.
Facts.
And then they put a 14-year-old on me.
Facts.
So, and what you say, every time you play against a girl,
wax them.
Okay.
But not foul.
Lexie, do you agree or disagree with that?
I feel like the 14-year-old matchup is worse than the.
No, he was bopping. He was bopping her. Hit it with all kind of setbacks.
Newman nice, but
yeah.
Look how
Newman nice.
Jenna's out there to score.
Huh?
Jenna's out there.
No, not that one. It was no. That was Jenna. This was the game before.
Oh, who was the other girl?
Bandy is a bucket getter, as we know.
Bandy
She was
is
in the
out
Gills
there.
Arena shootout first half.
You did right. What'd you eat tonight? I want to know what a winner eats. What'd you eat the night before?
Bro, I just rested, bro. I just rested, got focused. They was out partying the whole week. They thought they was playing in the national championship game. I was there to win the Creator League.
The Creator League champion.
I came there on a mission.
Serious, Nick?
Swaggy.
Well, you got to the finals, so you took it kind of serious.
I mean, you did make it, but Swaggy, I'm looking at that UCLA jersey.
They was out all night partying.
I took the Cavaliers of 2008 to the finals like LeBron.
So the 08 Cavs, not even the 07.
07 ones,
Okay.
yeah. I feel good.
Swaggy, I'm looking at that UCLA sweatshirt, and all I can see is the L right now.
There's a lot of L's. This is.
No, but
I feel like Gil. When he missed the free throws against LeBron and never.
Nah, don't bring me in this, brother.
Nah, I feel like you.
I was never in the chair. Nah, brother, you was in the champion. You was supposed to be in the champion, brother.
No. I think I did good with the team. Shout out to Nelson, man.
Runner up, Swaggy P.
Yeah, shout out Nelson.
The people's runner up.
He was out there
pushed and shit.
Yeah, he was out there liability.
Yeah,
Liability.
But you know, if you don't quit, I think your team does have a chance to win.
If y'all
You guys are only down
power
6.
plays in a row, like they won't try to win. So
that was fan voted. The fans voted for that.
Fans vote.
I never seen the fans, so the vote. So shit.
You gotta
Brother,
see the
you was crying as soon as jump ball started, brother.
No. I let them.
Foul, ref! It's a travel, ref!
We whooped their ass.
Come on, ref! Like, goddamn, I had to cut the shit off.
Yeah, you didn't see.
I seen the whole
I
thing.
did turn the sound off.
You was crying the whole time.
So was I getting fouled?
Your fat ass was getting fouled. You was out of shape.
I ain't never
Like, soon
been
as you
fat.
kicked the ball the first time, I was like, he gonna kick it again, he tired. Trying to get extra time because he didn't want to call a
Trying
timeout.
to get his
I
win.
did that for my dog Nelson.
I know. I was tired.
My dog Nelson was like, man, throw that shit again. Brandon keep fouling me. I said, all right, fuck it.
Shout out to the Creator League. Shout out to Gills Arena, inspiring the culture. And with that in mind, let's talk some NBA basketball. So after getting fined $75,000 for disregarding the NBA's warning to stop doing the finger gun celly, hitting it twice in the Grizzlies' win over the Heat last week, we offered John Morant some alternative celebration suggestions to avoid another fine during Monday's episode of Gills Arena, presented by Underdog Woo Woo.
Oh, that's their
I think
trophy.
if he
they
does a bow and arrow, they'll fine him for
Now it's
that.
gonna be the same thing.
It looks the same.
He should do the for him. It's a grenade.
For him, it's a gun.
If they fine for the
Any
grenade,
weapon.
Any weapon. You can't do nothing.
so Gil, you suggested that Ja do the grenade. Well, apparently Ja took Gil's advice, came through with his new celly in the Grizzlies' win against the Hornets in Charlotte Tuesday night. Let's take a look at the Ja celebration. So Ja hits his bucket right here. Third quarter, whoop, threw the grenade into the crowd. We got another angle of it as well. Take another look. So Ja threw the grenade in the crowd,
I'm leading the
covered his ears for the imaginary explosion as he backpedaled down the
Got
court.
him.
Guns
What
don't
is
kill.
NBA gonna do now?
Hey, man, he sent the motherfuckers to the goulash, man.
The goulash.
Yeah. That's the second one. Y'all didn't see the first one.
What was the first one?
Guns don't kill people.
Rolled it under the bench.
Stupid motherfucker.
Oh, he did?
Boom!
What he did?
Guns.
Oh, I
That
didn't
was
see
the
that
second
one.
time you
No,
told
I
that
didn't
was
see
Yeah, that was the second time. Yeah, he rolled one under the bench.
his own bench?
No, he rolled one under the other bench. Yeah, he rolled it under their bench and did the boom.
He need to do it under their bench, and then they need to.
Now that would have been funny.
They need to start
That would've been
football
funny if
time.
they-
need to
they-
start
they
doing
all-
football
yeah.
celebrations, like incorporate the whole
Get the
bench.
whole crew in
No,
there.
no. The only way to do it for it to be a reaction is if his bench does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So you got to throw the grenade, and then the whole bench.
Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fire.
Swaggy,
That's gonna be the new. What's so funny is it's gonna be a big celebration in AAU basketball.
Throw the grenade.
What,
Ja does
grenade?
have an influence impact on the youth.
Sure does.
Swaggy, I mean, I see you over there eating candy.
Two stupid dogs. Throw the grenade.
Two stupid dogs.
Blind leading the blind. Just the blind leading. Oh. Are you ready? That's what you teaching the kids? Huh? Throw the grenade. Huh? Guns don't kill people.
Yeah.
Stupid motherfuckers with guns kill people.
Nah,
And that's what you telling the kid.
no, sir. We switched.
No.
You should have changed it up because we took away the gun and we gave him a grenade.
Throw the grenade. I'm happy the motherfucker.
A much more
You
powerful
see the
weapon.
first one. Roll it.
Yeah.
So, Lexie, you were here on Monday when we
celebration.
offered Ja some alternative
I want to see
celebration.
the Spider-Man.
You want,
Someone does it.
We thought about
Charlotte. He plays in Charlotte. A guard in Charlotte does it.
I don't want to see him do it.
He does the.
I want to see someone else
Oh.
do it.
Yeah.
I want to see someone else do it.
What do you think about Ja's new grenade celebration?
I'm like split with it because I do like I said on Monday, I do feel like the NBA was picking on him, but it's like you can't take the joy and fun out of the game for him. So he's gonna keep doing celebrations. So I think they just need to leave him alone. But I thought that was fire.
And as the chat is pointing out, nobody was harmed with the explosion of the imaginary grenade.
Right? The fact that we're talking about all these hypothetical
Imaginary things.
That's what makes it funny,
It's
man.
so stupid.
I mean, I still think the league's gonna try to find some type of way though.
They can't.
It's a
They said no more guns.
Yeah, no more guns, right? Because
So you said, what about a grenade?
no, because the idea. Listen, the idea, and this is why I don't like the opinion of people, because the opinion is the gun stuff. Reality is he didn't get suspended for it. They didn't suspend him for guns because he didn't do nothing wrong, right? It's not part of the NBA's policy that you can't hold guns or have guns. It's not part of the state's policy, right? So they
I
found,
believe open carry states.
yeah. So they found a loophole to say detrimental to the team, which is not gun. Just like Ben Simmons having a water bottle or a cell phone in your pocket during practice, detrimental to the team, right? So the fact that he didn't get suspended for this act, you can't use your loophole to then start penalizing him for something he didn't get in trouble for. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. You didn't, like, if he got in trouble for guns, then yes, but you didn't suspend him for guns. You suspended him for the actions that he's not taking the shit seriously.
Yeah, and some
that's a different crime.
Other situation you had, like,
right? So you penalizing him for something that he didn't get in trouble for is actually unfair. So either you say, hey, no more pistols across the board, so everyone understands it. Because from someone from the outside looking in and saying, wait, I do think this is unfair. You're penalizing him. You warned him. He did it again. You fined him. Okay. Well, another person a game later watched the warning, watched the fine, and still did it. Yeah. So he didn't give a fuck either. So what's the disregard on this? Did you give him a warning? No, nothing. But he watched a warning and a fine, and he still went out there and did it because it's natural. That, like, shooting.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Shooting arrows, loading up, like, yeah, I mean, it's part of celebration.
I seen a little kid shoot an arrow at LeBron before in the AAU.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. And it definitely hit because he was very close range. It was very close.
But that's what I said, it's not, because I look at it like this. You have to always use everything in context. What is the context of it? The context of this is celebration, meaning he's scoring or someone is scoring, and that's where it's coming from. This is not, we both got in an argument, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, that's not what's going on here. Like, we get in an argument, and then you be like, all right, see you in the back and do that. Okay, yeah. Fine or suspend that motherfucker right now. Because now that is a different context. The context here, I hit a shot or dunk on you, you do the slicing of the throat, you do the baby, you do the night, all that is part of what we've been doing. Huh?
Well,
right? Well, yeah, it's over.
Like that.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's over. Game over. That used to be the thing. Or you choked like it's.
Yeah, the choke or this right here. They fined me $50K for doing
it. For the heavy nuts?
Yeah, for the heavy nuts.
Oh, King Kong balls.
God, yeah.
Yep. Paolo, 50,000 for the
promotion.
In Toronto. Yep, I was in Toronto.
Had it ready to go.
I was in Toronto. I was playing with Detroit. I had hit a shot, like in a big game, and I was just like, walking down. 50,000 the next day.
Because Karan used to do that. Because Karan used to do that.
But
big, it's called big balls, you know.
Yeah. You have no marble.
Stop doing it.
Yeah,
Sam said he had to stop doing it because
it's the major league.
Huh?
Did Sam do it before major league?
Because they kept fining him.
But see, that's something you have to let everybody. You have to let everybody know.
Let everybody know.
Like, so everyone actually understands. Like celebrations is just part of it. It's the antics of the game. So tell us what you got to tell these kids, all of them. What can we do or not do?
So you saying Ja knew he didn't know if to do this gun shit was gonna get him in trouble?
Well, a ton of players have been doing it. He had been doing it for a month.
Every night, 2 or 3. Every night, 2 or 3 people do it.
Buddy Hield and Ja did it late in that game.
So Ja walking by the bench,
and a lot of people are doing it against Ja.
No, he's doing that. Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield did it.
What if it was self-defense?
Buddy Hield did it to him first.
No.
A lot of
Who did
people
it
are
first?
doing it to.
Buddy Hield and Ja doing it at each other could have been self-defense.
He did it to
Porzingis. He was standing his ground.
Ja, you should know not to do that. You should do the grenade before you do anything. But anything
Porzingis did it.
Yeah. Anything gun related with Ja, he shouldn't do.
Just for Ja.
So what about grenade related? So before we talk
anything else,
we have the video of the other instances of Ja doing grenade celebrations during that game.
Oh, you
He's being very supportive as a teammate.
Oh, so he was doing it the whole day.
I think that last one though looks like him throwing Rose Sparks.
Rose Sparks.
He was just. No? Okay, I'm sorry.
The fact that you said self-defense, it'd be funny if you would have said that. Yeah, self-defense.
He pulled it out on me. We having a finger gun, imaginary finger guns.
I know, and that's the bad part.
Dumb.
Yeah, because you can't help it. Like when you're in the moment and you hit big shots, it's like, ooh, you go.
You know what I think the real problem is? and this is the real deep down problem.
He ain't got no home training.
No. It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with them in the homes.
Nick, please.
The league is looking right now at Ja because of this. Who is Nike's next guard? Him, right? Kyrie switched. He was king.
Yep.
Ja is the next king for the brand, right? Bron's about to be gone. KD's on his way out. Booker sells, but he's not as popular as Ja is. Yeah. So you have Sabrina, who is the biggest shoe seller amongst the guards. So when they're looking at Ja, it's more like, yo, we need to try to break him. Because when these two go out, you are the brand. Mm-hmm. You are the brand of Nike. Nike is the league. So they're trying to figure out how can they convince him to stop doing some of these things. And the thing is, have an actual conversation with the kid.
Yeah, just talk to him. Stop trying to punish him.
But do you think that hasn't happened?
I don't know.
Nah, not no real conversation. Like you have to make him see, like some of these guys, you have to make them see the bigger picture. Yeah. Because they don't have the surrounding like a LeBron James or a Kobe or a Mike, right? That's protecting the what's the name, right? These guys are just living in real time. So you have to have this conversation. Adam Silver and all NBPA, they got to sit down and say, listen, this is what's happening.
You don't think they have?
You are the next him.
Right, you don't think they have done that?
You don't think they done?
Like Adam, you don't think him and Adam Silver had a talk?
No, they call and say, you do it again, we're gonna find you.
But
do it again,
Why you about his daddy? Though?
What does he know?
Nigga, he know not to do gun shit.
He's been doing a celebration since he was in high school, college. There's nothing that says don't do it.
He ain't been doing
Everybody's been doing it.
Everybody, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about stuff. You're making it seem like he just made up something.
Bruh.
If somebody decided to go through every film and count it, I guarantee you there's been 100 pullouts all season.
How old is Ja?
Huh?
How old is
There's probably been 100 pullouts.
That's a fact.
And you got to remember, after he got in trouble, people were still pulling out. Yeah. So it's not like
Ja, 25 years old, 26 in
know
August.
not to do anything gun related.
Then everybody should.
No, it's just everybody ain't getting caught
Everybody
with
got to
the shit.
do it if they're gonna start finding
but
people.
Buddy Hill and all them was just doing it.
But they not in trouble.
Exactly.
He got in trouble with it.
No.
He got in trouble with
He
guns.
didn't get in trouble with it.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get in trouble.
Acting up.
What was the crime? Show me the crime.
This is I don't know what the fuck he did.
not
He got
gonna-
caught
he
2
can't do
times
this
on
again.
Instagram doing the gun shit.
That was illegal?
And then he gonna come out here and do this. Like,
Was that illegal?
He got in trouble for it?
No, he didn't.
Okay. What did he get in trouble for?
Detrimental to the team.
So why? Why?
Because he wasn't conforming to the league.
Why did he get in trouble with this?
Because he wasn't conforming to the
Why
league.
was he
Didn't break a
detrimental
law.
to the team?
Because he wasn't conforming to the league.
All right, so why didn't he conform?
Because he wasn't. Just like this. If they
what
find,
was the reason why he wasn't
if they
conforming
find
to
him
the league?
right now, they're gonna say he's detrimental to the team. Has nothing to do with the grade. He is not. He is not conforming to what
He's
we
not
want,
falling
so it's
in line.
detrimental to the
It ain't
team.
even falling in line.
I've always said detrimental to the team is the worst. It's the worst crime you can have in the NBA because it can be anything. Right? That's what I said. Ben Simmons. They don't want to play Ben Simmons.
No.
Ben Simmons they don't want to play Ben Simmons. Right? He's in practice. They say run up and down. He runs up and down. All right, get into practice. Like, man, I just finished doing 10. Water bottle, gun, whatever. We're going to suspend you for this game because we don't want to play you. We don't want to pay you. So it's detrimental to the team, and we get to hold this for as long as we want. It's the worst charge.
What do you think?
Post guns on
What do you think about him just finding like another celebration? No
Yeah.
guns.
He just found one.
No guns, no grenades, no anything to do with anything
man,
like what happened to the dance that he was doing?
Yeah.
He was doing the same thing. The whole nation, every kid is doing it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
What? Doing what?
The shooting.
It's part.
The gritty ain't no fucking gun. The gritty is just a dance, nigga.
Well, the football.
Giddy.
players took
I
it.
can show you 100
Look, that's
giddy
not-
when they finish and finish off.
You don't have time to gritty in the middle of the game.
Yo.
But to the point, the NBA.
USA, it was cool. USA, we can go online. When was the
gritty down
USA
the
game?
court, Nick.
Where?
I'm saying you
France,
can't. If I got a gun, if I'm in trouble with guns, I'm not doing no gun
He
shit.
didn't get in trouble with guns.
All right, he got in trouble for just being black and living.
Hey.
I'm just tired of this shit. Yeah, if you're gonna be dumb, just be dumb.
You don't think
all
the
way.
guns had anything to do?
So
No, he had guns.
Ja met with Adam Silver after the first instance, I think when he was at Wet
And that's why he got
talking
for the
Willie's
second
in
one.
Chicago.
They had a
No, I'm talking
meeting.
about 2 years ago. I'm talking about now. They need to have that conversation with him now because
It's a
the
different
league
conversation.
is about to take a hit in branding, and he is the most popular kid for the next future.
You still
So they
gotta
have
have
to
a
have the
conversation with
Western.
him about guns?
No, it's not
Because
about
now it's
guns.
not about
dog.
guns. It's about
Man, if you just
how you're
open-
acting on the court.
So
I need you. You are our biggest
not about
seller.
guns at all anymore.
The Nike is the symbol of it. We need you to clean up your act so we can push you to our brands. That's what this conversation need to be about. You are important to us. So we don't want to find you. We don't even want to have this conversation. We want you to be a model citizen so we can sell you.
so what is
that's
a model
it.
citizen?
But still be himself. They gotta find a happy medium because
Yeah.
that's why people love Ja.
Yeah.
Of who he is. On it.
Gun pointing was the best thing. This is the #1 celebration in the Olympics.
The Turkish shooter didn't have the scope or just straight glasses.
Nothing wrong with it.
Doesn't Mikal Bridges
So-
do that?
Yeah, because the guy who won silver, when he won silver
Yeah,
doing
Mikal Bridges.
it, they started doing it for when Steph was making all those shots. They had Steph face all over it.
And what Steph is a what? Model citizen? He ain't got caught with guns and shit, right?
He didn't get caught with guns.
Who, Steph?
He didn't. What is the crime for guns in a legal state with
Hosting
guns?
it. All that shit. Anything
I
while
can
your
show you-
name is attached to it, you shouldn't do the shit. You shouldn't. You should, and you should know not to do the shit. I don't care if you're mad or not. I don't care if you feel like they're fucking with you. You shouldn't just keep egging the shit on.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I agree with that.
And let me ask you a
I do agree
question.
with that too.
Yeah,
Let me ask you a question.
But you have to admit.
Is
that
there a
pick
rule
first.
that you cannot have guns? I'm asking you a question.
I'm
Is
not
there a
posting-
rule?
Everybody probably got a gun. But you're not posting it on
So can you?
Instagram, and then you don't
can
get caught with it again.
Hold on. Can you post it
But he didn't.
at a
post it,
gun
though.
range?
Someone.
Please say no so I can
Well,
show you
the photo
100
hit-
people at a
He
gun
didn't
range
post
with a
it.
gun.
He
So
didn't
photo
post
hit the internet. Then he was, I think his friend IG live.
Yeah,
and they
he
private.
didn't do anything.
He quickly tried to move the camera
He
down.
got photographed somewhere, and then he was on someone else's.
Like I can say if he was in an illegal state,
What was he doing with the gun on Instagram?
just holding it.
Like this in the camera?
He was holding it.
It's like,
Gang shit.
like damn.
But you just putting
Yo,
it
but
in
what
there.
is this dance right here that they be doing?
That's a
That's some
dance.
LSU
Right?
shit.
Yeah.
He would know. What is
Did it in the White House. if
They
I'm not
literally
mistaken.
did it with the
LSU
LSU
football
football
LSU
team.
football team
With
did
In
come
the
in.
White
woman
House.
leading the
But
charge.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Did they do it with a real gun?
No,
he
but
didn't do it with a real gun. But what I'm saying
it's
is,
that.
what is the crime first? You can't use it out of context.
Also, you don't know if his gun was real.
You can, but what I'm saying is you can't use it out of context. If I can do
Say
this
it
at
was
a
a
gun
video.
range, right? Because I'm in a legal state, Arizona, wherever it's state, if I'm allowed as a citizen, First Amendment first. That's why they can't suspend him for guns. Because then you fuck up with his First Amendment. So if his First Amendment allows him to have a gun like everybody else in the world, all the other NBA players going to gun ranges, doing the gun stuff, shooting shit, that's fine. He hasn't committed a crime. The police then investigate in either state. That means you cannot fine him for this or suspend him for this. Now you have to find a loophole. And I'm saying this, once you find the loophole, you cannot use this as a penalty anymore. It's no different than resisting arrest, right? And a lot of black people don't understand this. I pull you over for speeding,
Okay.
or tinted windows, or broken tail light, right? But on your ticket, it just says resisting arrest. Because they told you to get out, they pull your arm, you did some shit like this. It's resisting. The original crime that you got pulled over for is not there anymore. Which means if you're not using this for this ticket, don't talk about it anymore. You're using it now out of context.
So, Gil, question for you. So before Ja had the suspension, all those situations, there was a lot of discussion and talk about him potentially being the face of the league, emerging as superstar, even potentially megastar status. Is this a good look for him as he tries to get back on top?
No, it's
Get
not
back
a
to that
no.
level?
For him personally, it's not a good look for him because of the clouded area around him. But you can't penalize him for that because at the end of the day, he didn't do anything wrong.
And
It's not against your policy. So what he did, and that's the problem. What he did is not illegal. It's not part of the NBA's policy that he can't hold guns or have guns or show guns. That is not in the rule book. So what he did didn't even affect your policy. So you're using this very wrong. That's the problem with it.
And I'm not even talking about from that standpoint. I'm talking about it from.
I don't give a fuck, but I'm talking about law. I don't matter about the message. I'm talking about law. I'm talking about law.
It don't matter, but what
It do. You're talking about law. I'm not telling them shit. I'm saying don't use something that I didn't do.
But what
if I didn't break no law,
Well,
God damn it, nothing.
He's not doing the gun thing. So he did
He's
something
doing the
else.
grenade.
He did a grenade. So.
But do we still feel like he's antagonizing the league
Yes.
by doing so?
He is.
It
But
is funny though, so
he's
it's
not-
tough. It's a dilemma for me because it's a really good celebration. Like,
And I think the
might
league
just
is.
start
And
getting on it.
I think he should just stay away from.
Yeah, I know what he should do is what he should do. But I'm saying,
So
you cannot penalize him for doing something you're allowing everybody else to do.
Right.
Okay, I agree with
Stop
that.
picking.
Because at the end of the day, not one of us actually has a gun charge.
oh man.
Not one of us do. Not one of us actually has a gun charge for you to just be focusing on me.
But you next.
That is the argument.
What are we telling Ja? To keep doing it
Stop
or
with
not
the
doing it?
guns.
I'm talking for him personally, for his image moving forward, saying, hey, listen, Kyrie Irving has left Nike.
So just
Now,
tell him what he.
if you just shut the fuck up.
Tell him what he should do.
I'm just saying that.
Tell him-
You didn't hear me? You don't hear me motherfucking talking. If you don't hear me motherfucking talking.
I want to tell him what he should do.
So again, I will be telling him, Kyrie, who used to be the guard that held down Nike, is gone. LeBron is gone. Or LeBron is about to be gone. KD's about to be gone. Then you have Booker. Then it's you. Giannis does Giannis. Yeah. But for guards, Nike is ran by the NBA right now. They make all the calls. Olympic is ran by NBA. You are going to be their biggest seller. So you personally, for yourself, need to change your ways so they can push you like crazy.
That's all we need to say.
That's it. For him.
My point is
I'm talking about for you.
My point is
you shouldn't be able to judge him if you're allowing everybody else to do something. That's what I'm saying.
Smarter.
That's for him.
By him being, he should be smart.
I'm talking about him. Yes, for him. I'm talking about for everybody else. You cannot penalize him.
Else do?
I'm talking about everybody
what
else.
everybody else do? You're not everybody else.
We're not talking about whether it's legal or illegal, just for him as he tries to rise and get back to.
That's a different conversation.
No, it's not.
I'm saying for the people who's on the outside trying to penalize him, you got to penalize everybody because at the end of the day, what the fuck do you think he's thinking? Wait, hold on. You guys are finding me? That motherfucker's doing it too. You got to think on the other side too. He's celebrating. You're celebrating. You're allowed to do what the fuck is that?
Yeah, but
it don't matter.
I was on a higher standard.
I get it, but at the end of the day, we're all human.
No, that's
just imagine you getting hooked up or getting penalized, like motherfucker. We go to the club, right? Mm-hmm. Right? They be like, no shoes, no tennis shoes, and then motherfucker walk in with tennis shoes every single time. You be like, what the fuck is this, man? I thought you said no tennis shoes. Everybody keep walking, and they just don't want your black ass in there with the tennis shoes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, because that's what he's looking at. He's that motherfucker sitting out there just watching hats, tennis shoes walk through.
But I know, but why though?
Either you got to say no tennis shoes for everybody.
No.
Certain people it's certain people's on different levels, man. Like nobody's looking at Buddy Hill. Nobody's looking at Buddy Hill like.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why, just for him personally, you're on another level, and they're trying to put you on another level. And that's why I said the conversation that the NBA and the NBPA need to have with him. Say, listen, you're not a low level motherfucker, dude. Your game, your brand, the public, these kids have chosen you. Please help us so we can help you. Right now, listen. Right now, you a $400 million dude. We can get to $1 billion. Mm-hmm. Just help us. That's that conversation that needs to happen, so he can see outside of what he's seeing now.
So what is he seeing?
He feels like he's being attacked.
That's all he's saying. I'm being attacked,
and it feels like a reaction to y'all. Y'all keep messing with me, so I'm gonna mess with y'all.
Y'all keep messing with me, and
that's all he's seeing right now.
But that's not a game you're gonna win, though.
But it don't matter. That's what he's seeing.
I mean,
you can't tell him this.
How old is Ja?
25.
25.
He's young.
That's all he's seeing right
You
now.
gotta,
Nigga act like he
you gotta
18
talk
and
to
shit.
people like they're valuable.
Huh?
You have to talk to the people like they're valuable, like he's worth it.
And he is valuable, so you
Yeah.
got to tell him he's valuable.
Stop talking to him and treating him like he.
But you don't think Adam Silver and them told him that?
No,
come on,
that the
like,
value.
Like, there's no way you letting this guy that you
Yeah.
said with this value that's next up, and you not telling
man.
him like
I
what's
honestly
coming
don't
and
think
what's
they thought he was
It ain't
gonna do
excuses.
it.
What the fuck excuses are we talking about?
Then he go to motherfucking therapy or some shit.
We're not. What are you talking
God
about?
damn,
You don't
nigga,
know.
do all this
You're talking about a whole different conversation, man.
Everything
Like,
is surrounding the gun thing.
nigga, listen to the conversation.
Gil, everything
Listen to
he
what
did
we're
is
talking
surrounding
about.
The gun thing.
We're talking.
Fucking my still.
We're talking about another conversation.
damn.
Listen
Why do
to
we have
what
to
we're
talk
talking about.
this shit? God damn.
We're talking about marketing and what the NBA needs to do with him.
All that comes together.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
We're in
it
another
does.
conversation. Nigga, we're in another door.
25-year-old
We're in another door. We're in the club.
Making excuses for this.
You're in the outdoor club. We're talking about,
Making excuses.
he's asking, did the NBA already do it? And I say, no, they haven't. They
They've been in the
should.
conversations.
They had conversations
Yeah.
about what he got in trouble. They haven't had the conversation about how important you are to us.
But we don't know what that conversation's
Yeah.
been. We know the league.
I know exactly what the conversation's been.
God.
The conversation has been, motherfucker, we're looking at you. When they ask, wait, everybody else is doing it. I don't care about everybody else. I care about what you're doing. And I'm saying, you can't tell him that's what you're doing. You got to tell and explain to him why you're doing it. Everybody don't understand the same. Do you think he knows $400 million? Hey, at the end of the day, he signed a contract. That's all he knows. I'm around my family. Cool. He doesn't know there's a Kobe level or a Curry level or what's the name. You have to help him get to that level. So you have to have the conversation with him.
So he don't know that?
The way people treat him and talk about him right now, he probably doesn't.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Who taught him that? Show me someone on Memphis who would have taught him how to act.
Yeah, he's just out there playing.
Yes, we can see that.
We just
Somebody put the poll up of it.
Like I've done. He's just out there playing basketball.
Yeah, that's all he do. He don't know nothing in life.
need to turn
He don't know how to
to
conduct
elevate.
himself. He don't know shit.
I mean, he got to
Nobody
make the
talk to
choice
him.
for himself at the end of the day.
He just playing basketball.
He's gonna be that person for Nike.
He don't
as
know
of right
shit.
now.
He just dumb. Dog, you just a dumb motherfucker. That's what we telling him.
I don't think that's what we're telling him, Swaggy. But let's keep
like a president, right? When you're running for a president, isn't someone teaching that motherfucker how to conduct himself, right? Well, because the guy who's running for president don't know how to fucking run for president. They tell him what to dress, how to, like don't wear that tie with that, wear these clothes, this is what America like. There's a team around that lets this motherfucker know, right? Right?
in theory, yes.
So after he messed up one time, you think nobody talked to him? So he just out there just, I can just keep doing me. Just fuck it. I fucked up one time. I'm going to fuck up again.
Is he doing that? Is he doing that?
Oh, no, nobody. Man, this stop.
Y'all didn't even know about that.
The nigga
He is the guard that's supposed to be for the NBA
saying
and the
he
Nike.
going to get help.
No, I knew that.
What are you talking about? We're not talking about that, man. We're talking about today. The conversation they need to have with him today.
Okay.
Today.
Because when that happened, was Kyrie still with Nike?
Huh?
Was Kyrie still with Nike when all that
No.
was happening? He was already gone?
He is the Nike guard. So moving forward, they need him to push. So if I need you, I'm going to have a conversation. Hey, dog, I need you, dog. Please. Can you bear with me?
You don't see them pivoting to D-Book?
No. D-Book don't have the youth.
Nah.
So
that's why I said it's him. That's why if you know it's him, then you need to have the conversation with him about it. Nike, all of them. They had to have that conversation with him.
Well, that should be a conversation.
It's an important conversation because it's the brand. There's nobody who's coming. Who's in the NBA that Nike has?
Well,
what guard? There's no. It's him.
There isn't a guard that Nike has, but let's talk about a guard that Jordan Brand has. Lakers smacked the Thunder Sunday in their first 2 straight meetings in OKC. 2 is the magic number for the Purple and Gold, as a 50-win season will guarantee them the 3rd spot in the West. But the Thunder and the refs made sure they didn't get one of those 2 wins Tuesday night as SJ and his crew got their lick back. Let's take a look at the highlights. So SJ added another dominant performance to his MVP resume, finishing with 42 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, and extending his streak of 20-point games to 72 games, tying MJ and KD for the 4th longest in league history. Jalen Williams added 26, 4 and 4 on 11 to 21 shooting, and Lou Dort had 17. LeBron, the Lakers, with 28 points and 7 boards, but also had 6 turnovers.
Damn.
Austin Reeves had 24, 5 and 5, dropping 18 of those 24 in the first half. And Luka had 23 and 5 dimes before getting tossed under some extremely questionable circumstances. We're going to show that in just a second. But let's look at, here's the play right here. So Luka hits a bucket over Hartenstein, appeared to say something to a fan, but known to be talk trash, was hit with his second tech in the game and ejected. The ref thought that the profane language was directed at him, subsequently removed Luka from the game. Both of Luka's techs came from the same official, JT Orr, and according to Vando, after Luka's first tech, Orr said he would talk to anybody on the team but Luka. So moments after Luka got ejected, Vando got hit with a tech for taunting after blocking a shot. Lakers were outscored 29-12 after the Luka ejection. Lakers had 18 turnovers in the game, so we're not going to just act like it was all the ref's fault. Thunder scoring 29 of their points off of those turnovers. So with the Lakers' loss, the Rockets secured the 2 seed. The Lakers must now win 2 out of their last 3 games to lock up the 3 seed. After the game, Luka and LeBron had this to say about the ejection in such a crucial game.
You like to engage in some friendly banter sometimes with fans throughout the game. So was that what was going on in the fourth and the referee misinterpreted, or how did you see that happen?
Yeah, I mean, you can see it that happened, but you know, I never got a fan ejected, never. But if he's gonna talk, I'm gonna talk back like always. So that had nothing to do with the ref. So I didn't really understand.
I don't know why the ref was taking it personal. He had already gave Luka one, and Luka knew that. And Luka was going back and forth at that time with a fan that was sitting courtside, like Luka does when fans get to talk out of their mind, whatever the case may be. And Luka was going back and forth, and the ref took it upon himself to think it was, verse him or whatever the case may be. But then another tee on Vando after a block shot, and the game was just weird as hell after that moment.
So, like I said, according to the fan sitting courtside, has a previous history with Luka dating back to his time with the Mavs. They've been known to get into it, including the playoffs last year. He yelled that Luka's shot was short. Shot went in. Luka reportedly responded with "F you, bitch," after he made the shot. The ref, like I said, JT Orr thought that Luka was talking to him. He was in earshot of what Luka was saying. Hit him with the tech, ejected from the game. Lakers go on to lose the game.
On courtside. That's it.
So did Luka deserve to get ejected from the game?
Hell
No.
No.
And he has a history of going at fans and engaging
I
with
feel like
fans.
We was on
for
playback
the
watching.
fans do that, you just got to leave it alone. If the fans are paying money, if they want to talk crazy, then you got to allow the players to engage. They're supposed to just not say anything. Because these fans have lost their minds with the things that they've said on the court side. But you gonna throw the player out and not the fan? It doesn't make sense at this point. Because now it's getting progressively bad year after year after year. The things that fans say to players. So is the NBA gonna have to tighten up on it, or are they just gonna have to have a conversation about it? I don't really know.
Respect to Luka for in his post-game comments saying, I've never got a fan ejected from a game. I let them say whatever they want to me. We're going back and forth, some unfriendly banter. Gil, we were watching the game on playback.
This has nothing to do with the fan. Fans are fans, players are players. This is a referee problem. And when I say a referee problem is, you thought he was talking to you?
Right. Are you think you're that important right now in this moment?
He's going to look at you
Fuck
and say,
you, bitch, after I just made a shot. How does that even make sense? I made a shot. It went in. It's not like I'm saying and one or whatever. I made a shot. So if I'm talking to somebody and that words "fuck you, bitch" comes out my mouth, your brain doesn't tell you, "Oh, that wasn't
for me." No, it's not, because these refs are.
Because I'm pretty sure if you heard that, you probably heard that short. Mm-hmm. It just.
Like I mentioned, that ref had gave Luka a tech earlier in the game. Vanderbilt, after the game, said that the ref basically told the rest of the team out there, no. Luka can't talk to me, only anybody else can know.
So he was just waiting for Luka to just say something out loud? Because what Luka said doesn't match the action of what happened.
Right, he has never.
If he missed it or got hit and then looked at the ref and said it, but you're talking about a made bucket. So he's not complaining for him to even say anything to you personally.
Yeah.
And one bitch, okay, that's me, right? That sounds like, oh, he might be talking to me.
But still, maybe. He might be.
Man, maybe, right? He could be talking to the motherfucker who just fouled him. But
they couldn't look at it? The ref couldn't go
no,
back?
he wanted him out.
I saw a video yesterday on TikTok, and it was from the NBA account, and they were interviewing the refs. They're like, tell us something that people might not know about referees. And all the refs were like, telling all these random facts about themselves. And no. No.
They making it
Why are we trying to put the refs
They wasn't
in the
gonna let y'all
forefront of
win
anything?
anyway. Like
Nah.
y'all wasn't leaving. Okay,
Y'all.
I mean, you know, Laker fans.
Lakers.
I mean,
You know.
I don't know. The refs
thought
trying
you
to be in center
among
of
us.
attention too much.
They got it. Should they had it personal for y'all?
No, him. I want to know, I guess that's something they got to look up. How many technicals have that ref gave to him?
I know the Scott.
Because this just seems so personal that this is not the first thing. Especially you give him one technical, then you say, everybody else can talk to me but him. And then when you kick him out, everybody else is trying to talk to you, and you saying, nah, I don't want to hear none of that shit. So there must be some history here that really played out in real time. Because you can't justify it for what he said, knowing the feds. Like the fact that we have the fans saying something, and these two have a back and forth, it lets you know the ref himself was out of this equation, and he put himself in this equation and fucked up a good ass game. Like this could have been an epic fucking game. We don't know what the results are because you kicked out the fucking best player on the court.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah.
You got SG over there too.
Yeah, no, but yeah, because the game was close.
It was a good
He
game.
was up one.
Lakers took a 1-point lead at that moment.
And then they come down and give, wasn't it
Vando a tech after that
for blocking somebody's shot and then
getting in their face. Yeah. And I guess the thing is, like the same thing with the Ja situation. And before we move on, the chat is getting on me, Gil. So we did a poll in the Ja situation.
What is the question?
They wanted their.
The poll was, the question was, do you agree with Gil?
What is the question though? Agree with me with what? That he is the face of Nike?
You
got to know what my argument.
You said, do you agree with Gil?
Do you agree with Gil? What's the question?
My argument was
55% said no. I'm just telling you what
my argument is that Nike needs to have a conversation with him. That's my argument.
But I want to know what they were disagreeing about though, because
that's what I'm saying. Like
they were getting
that
on
was very
like just stop writing shit.
Joe. What kind of question?
I don't make the polls.
But what I said, my argument is Nike needs to have Nike and the NBA needs to have a conversation about his future. That's my argument. That's what my argument is.
The chat was getting on me, Gil.
I'm just saying, well, you got to know what my argument is.
Talking about my teeth and things like that. I had to read the poll results. But let's shift it over to now this Luka conversation. We asked the chat, did Luka deserve to get ejected? 88% said no. So
100% no.
Should be 100.
100%.
12% Thunder fans in the chat.
Are we going to talk about the Celtics today?
No, y'all ain't been doing shit.
We make a lot of threes.
We've been chilling.
Y'all been chilling.
Beat the Knicks. That's not.
Okay. I was wondering.
You can if you like.
No, it's okay.
You are.
What's happening? What's happening in Boston lately?
I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know. We could just mention them once. Give them a shout out.
We have mentioned them. 3-point record, Boston Celtics.
When?
I did a couple of days ago.
Oh.
But then they beat the Knicks last night. Jayson Tatum hit a 3 to send it to overtime.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
That's not on the docket.
We don't want. That's
what.
Yeah, I was like, we not gonna watch.
Damn, JT.
It could be.
Put it overtime.
It very well could be.
Yeah, Jayson Tatum hit a 3 to send it in overtime.
Gills, you stated yesterday on this couch, Luka topics.
No, that was yesterday.
Show myself.
Because we had Laker haters on the couch.
We did have. We have a Celtics fan.
I know.
By that
we're not Celtic haters, so.
He's a Laker hater.
Huh?
You should be.
I should because I'm a Laker fan, but when I became a Laker fan, there was no Celtics.
Damn, Jalen Brown got hurt.
No, what I'm saying is there was no Celtics. Like they wasn't actually prominent.
So 88% of the chat agree.
Did Jalen Brown get hurt?
Well, they are now. Okay.
No, I probably just didn't want to play.
So 88% of the chat agrees
No, he
that
only
Luka
played 21 minutes.
shouldn't have been ejected. But the question for you, Gil, is Luka already has a tech. This is a very, very vital game for the Lakers trying to lock up that 3 seed. Why engage with that fan like that and reportedly said FUB word to even put yourself in that situation to get ejected?
It's part of the game.
Like, I guess you going too sometimes. Sometimes you have that fan that just put that battery in your back that
keeps you going. You don't even know the ref right there.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
Luka
wonder
knew
what
the
that
ref
fan's
right
day is like.
Him, he's happy as
I'm
fuck.
gonna go get Luka ejected.
Like I want to know what they do all day.
it's
to get-
like
but you have to have a level of like audacity to talk crazy to somebody in their workplace on the court.
He takes pride. He takes pride
Yeah,
in being
so
that
it's like I want to know like what he doing during the day to like get ready.
Nah,
to
man.
go
It just
mess with them.
no.
It's just
They
like
don't
being
just
at
walk
the Drew.
in and turn it
If
on.
you at the Drew, somebody talking shit to you in the crowd, or you Record Park, they talking shit to you.
Exactly. I want to know what people are thinking about all
It
day
ain't nothing
long.
personal.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, it
probably
is.
just out
No, for this person it is.
It
like
is.
that's his thing.
This is
right?
Luka's.
He probably got
arch
all
nemesis,
season
OKC.
tickets to the Luka game. But I can
This
tell
is
you,
Luka's arch nemesis.
if someone asked him, were you happy that Luka got kicked out? I guarantee he says no.
He did accept responsibility. in part.
But that's the problem because this
He
became a
was clapping
thing.
when Luka got sent out.
Of course, because this team wins. But you got to remember, him and Luka have this relationship. Whatever it is, that means Luka says something one time and they have this little connection. So this guy would never miss a Luka game because he knows Luka's going to engage him. But you kicked him out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want to win, but what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
like, if you ask him, are you happy that he got kicked out? His answer is going to be no, because he wants to see Luka play so he can keep going back and forth. So as a fan, that's a heckler. I don't want to see him get tossed. I paid to see him.
He gives that fan's life purpose.
Yeah, it's like
At least for that day.
for that
Yes.
for that moment.
Man.
But did help.
like, you ain't like that should be a rule. Like if you're mad at Luka, you should be able to kick somebody else out. Like, hey man, somebody got to go, and then you just pick the worst player. You go, Keebler, go. Like I'm just saying, there has to be some art. I mean, because it's too like how many of the star players are being kicked out in this era?
A lot.
I think a lot of people were drawing a correlation comparison to Draymond, his antics on the court. It seems like he has a very, very long rope in terms of
and that's what the rest
finally getting booted versus a Luka, the Lakers savior, Slovenian, not really familiar with teams and ways.
Luka does have a thing for complaining to the refs a lot.
Complaining.
Making aggressive arguments, we would say, now that he's on the Lakers.
You think it'll ever be another ref do with what that ref did to Michael Jordan? But I believe you, Mike. What you say? I believe you, Mike.
Sorry, Mike.
Sorry, Mike. But
Man, when he said sorry to Mike is crazy.
No. Curry.
I didn't see it like that, but
Giannis.
But I
you say
believe
so.
you.
KD.
Nah.
Who else is out there?
Curry ain't really trying to get kicked out though.
Ron for the most,
Has he gotten kicked
but they
out
can
for
say
that?
whatever they want. Yeah, for throwing his mouthpiece
Oh yeah,
at
he
the
throws his little.
No, but for the most part, they have so much leeway that they can say whatever they want. The ref don't take it
Yeah, the refs
personal.
they have to have like a bad day or they just
why-
on one that day to kick out.
You don't think Luka's on that?
He's
like-
just cursing his language.
You don't think?
That's what I said, man. It must have been something. There's something here. Like that's what I said. You got to go look. You got to look and see. Go to Luka text and see how many this ref gave to him.
Sure, because like I said, Vando and other players acknowledged it felt like it was a personal thing with Luka with that ref.
And I'm saying doing that because I'm just going to be honest. As a Luka Laker fan, I don't want this ref in the playoffs with us.
We would prefer the defense.
You know what I mean? Especially like a game 6 or 7, closing out or something.
Well, he definitely
But
will be there.
you know what I mean? Just so we can put that complaint in.
Definitely on that game.
Yeah.
Like, if
Sure,
Luka
that
got like,
game.
20 texts his whole career and 12 came from that motherfucker, oh yeah. Yeah, this is target right here. Get him off the.
Well, he probably said something to him, cussed him out in Slovenia.
Usually that's happening.
Slovenia. So like I mentioned before, obviously Lakers have a lot to play for, trying to.
I wouldn't even give him a tech.
Who?
Him.
Nick?
Yeah. He ain't gonna walk off. Like, think about. Know what I'm saying? No, think about if a ref gave you a tech. Like, you should have got a tech in the Creator League. Like a lot of them.
No, Draymond.
They just let you just.
Quit.
Draymond.
Yeah, he kept throwing the ball. He kept.
It's entertainment.
Were there texts in that?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
No,
'cause they
no, it
kept
should have
giving him
been.
fucking
Right, I saw you throw the ball into the.
It should have been. Somebody almost got hit in the head.
They kept giving him the power ball.
You know what? There should be a rule when it comes to text. Like, you shouldn't kick. There shouldn't be no kickouts. Just a penalty, get the ball back or something.
No.
Yeah, because when you kick a player out, you're actually affecting everything about the game.
That's what I'm saying.
So you shouldn't be able to have that type of power over the game. So you should just be able to just give out text, and it's a free throw. You're saying something. All right, you motherfucker, you shoot 2 free throws or a free throw and get the ball back.
Giving people free points.
Yeah, I'd rather you give free points than take out a whole player when you want to
have self-control, bro.
Now, guys gonna be abusing that.
Yeah.
What?
Text
Like if you just get a tech, you know you're not gonna get kicked out, man.
Yes.
Use that.
You get your first tech, you don't get kicked out.
No, what I'm saying is I'm giving you a tech, you're shooting a free throw, you're getting the ball back. Cool. Right? You're still
So you
fucking
giving
up
up
your
a
team's
point
what's the
and a
name.
possession.
But for me to say, all right, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker, and wait for you to say something, get out, because there's no challenge in that. Now I just kicked you out of the game. I affected the game. That's why I said the game shouldn't be affected by you kicking players out of the game. I'd rather you just penalize them. 1 tech, hey, you get 1 free throw. Shit, I'd rather the second one you get 2 free throws. There should be like whatever, but kicking out to that.
Or doodle with the hockey.
Yeah, but the text should be added to
timeout for a minute.
Yeah, you
play 4 on 5.
No, that's what they did, but
That's what they do in hockey too.
Could you imagine?
Put them in the penalty box. They're at play.
Just have to sit out on the sideline for 30 seconds.
Now that would be
for
fun.
5 minutes.
That would be cool.
It should be something like kicking out. Like we've done. It's
Like
done
in
shown that this is really affecting the game when you're doing this.
Especially for language, which we see that type of profane language all across the league.
On a made shot.
And it was a bucket.
He should just keep cussing in his own with his own language.
That would be.
Just
The
say,
fact that he don't even speak English like that—that's the crazy part.
That's the funniest
He knows
thing.
the important
He
words.
knows how to cuss somebody out.
He's learned the important words. But
Hey,
let's get back to the game for a little bit. So Thunder didn't have much to play for. Already got the top seed in the West locked up. Got smacked by 26 on Sunday. Like SGA said, they were trying to get their lick back. Lakers trying to wrap up the 3rd seed in the West. Bron had said that this felt like a playoff-like atmosphere prior to Luka getting ejected. So what did we learn about the Lakers and the Thunder in these last 2 games?
Game 7.
That's why you said Game 7.
Or could be a sweep.
Game 7 for who?
Could be a sweep. But
I think we'll sweep them.
Yeah, like I'm not high on OKC like that.
But
Nobody is. Why
because they don't have a
not?
second option that I feel like that can carry them. Because if SGA ain't,
You don't like Jalen Williams as that?
no, I like it. I just don't think he's ready yet. Like to be able to take over that
All of a
load.
sudden in the playoffs, SGA gonna stop being consistent.
No, the game changes.
Yeah.
That's all.
But you don't think he's learned from last year's playoffs how to stay consistent in the playoffs now?
they don't give them as many fouls as they do in the regular season.
They let you play. They let you play through stuff.
Yeah.
So it's basically it's gonna look like this. Because he foul baits, Austin Reeves does too, and Luka. Whoever's getting their calls, that's who's gonna win
not
the
gonna
series.
get the calls. Also, what I learned about OKC is SGA really trying to win that MVP for real. So.
But good. I mean, that's what we're saying too. They really have nothing to play for.
No
SGA
way.
still out there playing hard. But is that a good thing or a bad
People
thing?
been trying to take that award away from him. So if
Because
he
he could
started
have been
chilling
trying to
this
go
last
for
week.
50. The Lakers ain't blowing them out by 40 now, 30.
You think Lakers gonna sweep them?
No.
It depends. Yeah, it
They're
could
not
be, but
sweeping them.
it could be like
Sweep them?
it could be one of them Lucas.
It'd be a 4-2.
They get them in 6.
It'd be a 3-1, 4-2.
You don't think Luka got to learn how to control himself sometimes?
I can't use
Yes,
this
he
because
does.
this had nothing to do with him.
Does,
But
though.
you could use what they did in Boston, though. That's serious. They was fucking with him. He was mad. He started fouling for no reason and shit.
See, the thing about the playoffs, man, you got to play the same team.
Yeah, that's the only thing that worries
that's
me.
the
That's why I said a 7.
Like you got to beat somebody 4 times.
But if they got their heads on right, I think we could fuck around and just lose one.
Yeah, it's a 4-1 or a 4-2 because as great as they were playing yesterday, Lakers were still up.
Yep.
And then they went up by double digits.
Yeah.
Not a lot of defense played early on in that game. Very high scoring first quarter.
You know, so I mean, the fact that this is the number 1 team and it literally at the 6-minute mark, it took for someone, the best player, to get kicked out the game.
Yeah.
For you to then blow them out. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like you was blowing them out. We were up and then, you know,
Yeah, but they still.
you kicked them out and then that changed and then from there just
They
all hell broke loose.
Yeah, but the Thunder did force 18 turnovers in the game, scored 29 points over those.
I hear
And
you.
they still
I'm just
come be
being
at
real.
number.
That's how
And they
it's
still
at the
come be at
Thunder,
number
though.
one.
Like,
They have
listen,
the top rated defense in the league, so
I hear you.
talking about?
With all that being said,
I say
We're up 1.
It was still close.
So
I'm just pointing out both sides of the equation.
What,
No.
is it 7?
No, it
I
won't.
say 7. Because they
The
not
NBA
really
is not that.
playing as hard
The NBA is
until
not.
they turned up doing probably mid-game. You going out there like, man, let's just get through these games, too.
No, OKC came out going. But what I'm saying, you named all those turnovers. Them
It
on
looked
fire.
nasty.
Listen,
Dude, that's what I'm
It
saying.
looked nasty early in the game. All the turnover. Bron had 6.
I hear you.
The only one I respected was when he trucked the ref.
It happened.
All right, you had all the turnovers, right? All those turnovers you just named. They were shooting about 67%. And at the 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter, who was up before Luka got kicked out?
The Lakers.
So with all that bad game playing and all this great game they was doing, we're up by 1. If you say we was down by 20, okay, I get you. But the fact that we did all
They gotta
that,
blow everybody out.
we did.
for
What
y'all
I'm saying
to
is,
be
we
like-
did all that and we was winning the game still.
So is the expectation that won't be a consistent thing against the league's top-rated defense? Or
You a top-rated defense playing great offense and you're down 1. I'm trying to figure out
But they're not playing all the way 100%.
Also,
Like, they're not
Lakers is
playing.
number
The nigga had 46. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
42
What are you talking about?
Because he gonna
Everybody
get it.
everybody played
They're
well.
going to get it.
Everybody played well. They shot
They were hooping.
60-something percent, dog.
As long as you out there, you just gonna play basketball, gonna fuck around, like, and just get going. But then they trying to get to the playoffs right now. You think
Lou Dort had 5 for 8 from the three-point line. He had 17.
free.
Jalen Williams had 26.
You playing-
Homecheck had 14. So they're playing basketball.
playing free though?
Home
You're not
check,
playing
that's a
for
new
nothing.
one.
You playing-
hologram, home.
But what I'm saying is they're playing. So if they're playing free and they're playing like this, still down 1, what happens when they play tight?
when they playing for real, like,
know.
man, like, it's gonna.
You don't
I
know.
I got OKC and Cavs getting.
Yeah, they're getting carried.
Packed up.
I think they both getting packed.
I
The
to
first
be honest,
round?
Like Mike.
I
I don't
believe
think
I
nobody
believe
could beat
Cavs.
them but the Lakers.
I believe Cavs more than I believe OKC.
Nah, hell no.
No. The reason
Nobody.
watch
Shout out to
all the
Cavs,
games.
though, but,
Like I haven't seen OKC play without Shea for periods of time to win games.
Cleveland plays well with
If
them.
you look at the games Donovan Mitchell hasn't played,
If you
them
would.
motherfuckers still blowing people out.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
They do look really good with Donovan on the bench.
But they
Like no, like they'll lose
they have
one.
way
star.
more experience.
But I'm saying they'll lose one star in.
Yeah. Well, shit. I mean, they got about 3 or 4 All-Stars.
Only two teams could beat. Boston could beat the Cavs. That's it. And only the Lakers could beat OKC. I don't see OKC losing until anybody else.
You don't think a team like the Warriors could give OKC a run
The
of the
Bucks,
Warriors?
dude, the Bucks can beat Cavs.
way.
You know, the only thing that I see we have a problem with
He coming
with
back.
OKC. The only problem we have with OKC is the same problem we have with Denver, is rebounding.
Well, that's the
See,
problem.
everybody else plays small ball. Everybody else plays small ball.
We had that problem with everybody.
But because they have 2 7-footers, well, Hartenstein, he actually rebounds.
Chet usually
Chet don't do nothing.
out on the wing.
You know, now he's not sitting there attacking the rebounding, so we don't have to worry about offensive rebounds against him. But,
That's why a team like the Clippers is concerning. You got Zubas out there putting up 20-20 games.
yeah, that is a concern
have-
because
you have nothing for that.
the offensive rebounds, because usually Luka's on the back line, Vandal's on the back line sometimes, so we're not as big or athletic back there. Same thing with Jokic. If Jokic misses shots and you have MPJ and you have Gordon back there, 6'10", athletic, that actually poses a problem for us.
So yesterday on the show, we talked about the Lakers' decision to play all their starters against the Thunder. You know, it's going to be tough to beat the best team in the league twice in a 2-game period, especially with a back-to-back coming up in Dallas. So now Lakers head to Dallas to take on the Mavs. Luka's first game back in his old stomping ground since getting traded back in February. Luka was asked about returning to Dallas to take on the Mavs for the first time and had this to say.
Of course, it's going to be a lot of emotion for me. Like, I don't really know what to expect. I don't know how I'm going to feel, honestly. You know, I'm looking forward to being back in Dallas, obviously, you know, with the fans, seeing my teammates, ex-teammates. It's going to be very emotional for me, for sure.
Kind of sticking on that, I know when they came to LA, you mentioned that game helped in terms of closure, but obviously you still had, more closure need to be had. I guess where are you in terms of that process, and what do you think tomorrow? I think this will also be your first time back in the city since the trade. Like, what do you think just being in the city and that game tomorrow can do from that standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know about closure. It's obviously a lot, but like I said, I'm excited to be back here. I know the fans gonna appreciate me being back here. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel, but I'm just excited to be back.
So Luka said teammates and corrected himself, said ex-teammates. But Mavs will honor Luka's return to Dallas with a tribute video and these shirts. Let's take a look. So featuring Slovenian text that translates to "Thank you for everything." No word if Mavs GM Nico Harrison will be rocking one of these during the game. So
he got to sit in one of them seats, so he gonna have one.
He can be the only one
not rocking. So Luka's first game in Dallas is going to be emotional regardless of the outcome against the Thunder.
That's weak, though.
But with that game going the way it did, him being ejected,
that's weak.
It may add a little fuel to the fire.
That's weak.
What?
The shirts. They could have just said thank you.
Because Luka's not on their team anymore, they can't put anything with him on
little heartstring so he don't give him 100 points.
And put the 77 up there. Man.
They can't use his name, image, or likeness because he's not a part of their team anymore. I guess that's an NBA rule. That's why the shirt.
So that's
so
gotta go in a whole different language.
Bland.
All right, could just say thank you. Shit.
Or just don't have no shirts at all.
All right. Thank you.
You know, like with Clay, they had the captain hats for Clay. You know what they're trying to do? Play mind games.
Trying to play mind games so he don't drop
Could have
100
said
points
thank
on
you
him.
77. Can they do that?
Listen, Dallas might get their ass. It might be.
That's a Lake. It's gonna be a Laker home game.
Man.
But we've seen these games before. Emotional games coming back in. They can go either way. You can get overcome with emotion. Start tearing up thinking about what was.
He might shed a tear.
So what are your expectations for Luka in his first game back in Dallas?
From that response, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm saying triple double.
This is when you're supposed to have cold. This is when Mamba mentality comes in.
Nah.
And they ask you that question, all I wanted to see is, I'm about to light their ass up. Boom! Drop the mic and leave.
It's not even his.
So everybody like, oh shit, look on Luka tie. Oh, he on demon tie. I need that.
It's too late in the season.
I need that. We need that energy.
He's trying to reverse psychology it.
What? No, there's no. You need to know what time I'm on.
No.
You need to know the mission I'm
think
on.
that he's gonna be sad and then he gonna walk in.
Is Dallas
And then turn
playing
up.
their guys?
And then boom, triple double.
Is Dallas playing all their guys? AD playing?
You gonna have
AD?
You gonna have 40, 12, and 13 or something like that.
Hey, who
Going
they
against
playing
the Lakers
against?
as
Oh man, no man.
Triple double.
When I hit 60 against Kobe, he let me know. Hey, you tell him. Hey, when we come to Washington in a couple weeks, he better be ready.
No, I'm sure I'm sure he had a phone call with somebody.
No, so that's the shit he's supposed to say right here. Hey, tell the motherfuckers I'm coming. Boom.
But what do you what do you do when they play here though?
But I'm just saying, this is a time where you get to really stop show them that it's big balls coming. Ain't no fucking friends, right? Ain't no.
I don't know, man. They beat up.
I mean, shit. They need to win. So
Dallas.
The Lakers
I
actually
need to win.
need to win.
Dallas
actually
well.
needs to win too.
I don't think the Mavs will play since Saturday. Obviously, Lakers coming in, second night of a back-to-back.
Did the Clippers just
Everybody
beat
saying
Dallas
Suns are
last
eliminated.
night?
It's hard to confirm whether or not, but
Clippers
if the
just beat
Suns
Dallas
win all
last
three of
night.
their
they
games,
were
the Mavs
fine.
lose all three of their games, somehow they can still be in
Didn't
play.
they say Phoenix was eliminated though?
But they were saying that, but
Phoenix is gone.
No, but they say if they win all three of their games and the Mavs lose all three of their games, it doesn't make sense because the Mavs are on the tiebreaker, but seen it both ways. But either way, Mavs still have something to play for.
Yeah.
With that playing spot, haven't played since Saturday. Luka coming back to town. AD should be in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, they about to get their ass.
Triple double tonight.
He should hit him with
win.
that taking line.
Luka not playing the
Good luck.
Huh?
Good luck.
No, you tell Nico.
You tell that nigga Nico.
I'm looking for you. I'm gonna find you. Yeah, he should have hit him with the taking line, man. Come on, man. You gotta set the city on fire. Tickets would have sold. Fucking. If you'd have did that, tickets would have gone.
No, he ain't trying to get them.
Nah, if there was a
NBA team,
if there was a better team,
I don't give trust
this
me.
team is
This
come
is
on,
the
man.
play
Dallas
team.
is
Broke his leg,
Man.
like come on, man.
NBA is about entertainment.
This
If
is
he
like
hit him
kicking
with
them when they're down.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
the same.
entertainment,
It's not
man.
the same, Gil.
It's entertainment. If he
not
put
the
that
same.
line on, I'm coming to town and I'm gonna find you, Nico, and I'm gonna Boom.
Not even his person.
NBA would have been like, hey, ESPN, who's playing?
Gonna find him for that.
Who's playing? Hey, yeah, take them off. We're going to put this game
I'm
on.
gonna find you.
I did that shit
It's on ESPN today.
when I said I was going to score 60. when I was going to score 50 against Suns and Blazers. They put both those games on.
Because the coaches, you didn't make the Olympics.
But they put both those games on NBA.
Well, they was putting
NBA
this
TV.
game on TV. They put this game on TV when the trade happened.
I'm going to be watching. I ain't even taking a nap today.
You going to be on playback tonight?
Yeah. I'm not taking a nap.
Well, that means I'll be on there too.
Yeah, Luka's going home.
Hey, if you want to watch Luka take on the Mavs, pull up the playback.tv/Gilbert Arenas. It should be exciting playback.
I hope
we're gonna have fun.
I hope he shoots somebody.
Good, like you said yesterday, though.
Boo! Then throw the grenade.
Do them all.
Do it all.
Do all the celebrations.
Do you expect
Do
the
the
Mavs
nuts.
to double team Luka to not let?
Oh yes, hell yeah, double team that motherfucker, man. I expect them to double team it.
I don't think Brown played today.
I don't think they should.
They should not.
You think Brown played today?
Yeah.
What, they shouldn't play Luka?
No, they shouldn't double.
Double them.
I expect them to because I just think they're scary like that. You traded him, you didn't want him, but you say he's all of this and all of that, right? He's some trash. Then treat him like trash. Play him man to man.
Who doubled him though?
But if you
Right,
go,
treat him how
but if
you
you
just
gonna
talked
sit
about
here and
him.
double him like he motherfucking Luka Doncic, then something's wrong with y'all. Then
You can't. Yeah, that's a fun.
Luka calling you right now, Gil, to let you know how
That
it
is
feels.
interesting because y'all had a lot to say about Luka. So
yeah, so play.
how y'all gonna
just
play
play
him?
straight up like he's that fat man that y'all just traded
That
away.
fat alcoholic.
Because we ain't doubling
That
Anthony
alcoholic
Davis.
that likes hookah. Guard him like
You
that.
better double.
Guard him like
We're not
that.
doubling Anthony Davis.
Who gonna guard him?
Lakers need to win.
LeBron gonna guard him.
Ooh.
Nah. That's why I don't
He
think
got mind
LeBron gonna
control.
play.
LeBron's gonna guard him.
He ain't gonna
Guard who, AD?
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Boom, boom, boom. Left hand jump shot.
If
We got
LeBron guarded me and I'm AD,
Left-
I'm thinking the same thing to taking.
it. Left hand jump shot.
What?
I'm thinking like taking.
Left hand jump shot.
Yeah, okay.
We know it's coming.
I'm sure.
Turn around.
Yeah,
We know the move.
I'm sure Bron could guard.
LeBron, yes.
So
Hell no.
let's keep this thing moving. Wolves entered their meeting with the Bucks Tuesday in need of a win to stay out of the play-in, with the Bucks looking to stay in the 5th spot with the Pistons creeping up on their bumper. Let's take a look at the highlights. So things were looking good for the Wolves early in the 4th quarter after Enzo knocked down a 3.
That's my young.
Yeah.
With 10 minutes remaining to give them a 24-point
Your
lead.
ass, boy.
But then Giannis and the Bucks started doing that. Like Kmart said, you can't play with them hands up, play with the chest. But the Bucks went on a 34-3 run after that,
34-3.
including a stretch where they scored 23 straight points, outscored
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's how.
40-13 in the 4th quarter. Giannis dropped his 3rd straight
Balls
triple-double.
on him.
23 points, 13 rebounds, 10
I know he
assists.
fresh.
9 for 15 from the field. Bobby Portis had 18 points and 10 rebounds off the bench in 29 minutes of action. It was Portis' first game back after surfing a 25-game suspension for violating the league's anti-drug policy.
Porter was balling.
Testing positive for the painkiller.
So you ain't had to put that
Porter
in.
was
He
balling.
was suspended 25 games. Kevin Porter Jr. added 21, 5, and 5 off the bench. He was 6 for 9 from the field, 9 for 9 from the line. So the Bucks had lost the last 276 regular season or playoff games in which they trailed by at least 20 points in the 4th quarter. Snapped that streak. Bucks won their 5th straight game. Snapped the Wolves' 5-game winning streak in the process. So like I said, Milwaukee currently holding down the 5th spot. Likely rematch against the Pacers in the 1st round. Bobby Portis is back. Bucks are optimistic that Dame Lillard will be able to return in time for the playoffs. He had a blood clot in his right calf that's kept him sidelined since March 20th. Mr. B, you spent some time in Milwaukee recently, hanging out with the Nasses, getting honored Bucks Legend Night.
Yeah.
Is a healthy Bucks team still a threat in the West?
Of course, always. Especially when Giannis is healthy. And the way Giannis has been playing the last 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 games has been incredible. But getting Bobby back, man, I know Bobby has been out for 25 games, but coming back having 18 and 10, and KPJ, man, he's been big for us off the bench. If we can get Dame back before the playoffs, I think we'll be fine against the Pacers. I mean, our only thing is Giannis has never been healthy in the playoffs for us.
Yeah.
So
Dame also obviously injury last year.
Yeah.
Against the Pacers, coming back from this blood clot.
Yeah.
Different than Wemby's blood clot. I guess in the right calf is a little bit different, a little speedier timeline. We're able to get him on the thinners or whatever.
Yeah, but that was a good win for us, though, especially with the season ending. You know, a team like Minnesota. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited. We definitely have a chance.
Do you agree with Mr. B that the Bucks have a chance in the East?
They where right now? Fifth?
They would play the
I think
Pacers
they can beat the Pacers.
in the 4 or 5.
All right, we get the Pacers out, and then we got Cavs next.
Then a potential meeting with the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals if they were to get to that far. We see Suge over there not really feeling the Cavs.
Sorry, George. Yeah.
Brought lasagna today for the crew, so I'm supportive of the Cavs today.
I ain't gonna lie. When you're talking about placement, this is a great placement.
situation.
This is a great seeding for
Yeah.
the Bucks. If they're getting Dame back. If they're getting Dame back, Bobby's back. Now you got
KPJ.
You got
Well, Kuzma.
You got Kevin Porter. You got Kuzma. So you have a bunch of guys like when everything gets tight in the playoffs and there's these guys that can just create offense out of nothing. You got two of them who just plays wild boy basketball, right? Where they can just create when everyone's focused. So they could fuck around.
Get to the conference finals.
They can fuck around and actually get to the chip.
Giannis got to stay healthy.
Not that
What?
far. They can't beat the ball. Come on.
They're not beating Boston.
They're not beating me.
Hey man, I
But
said
they
it.
could get.
I said it, man.
barely,
Conference
Bill.
finals.
Them analytics say, man.
They can barely beat. I don't think they can beat this Cavaliers.
You know, well, Gil said
I believe we can.
the Bucks are
Cavaliers
the only
are
ones
big,
that can
too,
beat
though.
Boston. Didn't you say that?
What?
They're the only team that can really.
I think they're the only team
Threaten
because
Boston 'cause of their threes.
they got a bunch of
Giannis.
drivers while you got a bunch of threes. So
Yeah. KPJ, he's going crazy. Bobby's back.
Yeah, I mean,
If we're healthy, all right.
the Dame thing was sad, but it's a lot.
Healthy, I think confident. If y'all
a little bit.
letting Kevin Porter play like that, yeah.
I definitely didn't want us to play the Knicks first round.
Well, you're gonna beat through them.
Well, yeah, that is
Yeah, easy work.
Yeah, but Detroit got them.
Yeah, that's what I said. If Dame is coming back, I mean,
we don't know how Dame's gonna look coming.
It don't matter as long as he's on the
Yeah.
floor.
That's 25.
As long as he's on the floor. If you're looking at their
Or a
offense,
threat of 25 a night.
like you literally have one guy playing old school basketball. Like he's seeking free throws, and that's very important in today's game. When you think about what I'm saying, think about the teams that are really actually dominating besides Boston. SGA does
the
what?
Free throws.
What everybody complain about, that he puts everybody on the line, right? Which now you're in a penalty, and we can't guard you, we can't do this. Same thing with Austin Reeves and what? Same thing with Jokic for the most part. So you have a guy over there who's sitting there driving the whole time. There's nobody on Boston who's fit to control him, which is going to be what, Jayson Tatum or what's his name. So he's going to be putting those guys in some type of foul trouble. And you sitting there chucking a bunch of threes, it could backfire against that team.
Yeah, you better.
They can't get past Cleveland.
They gonna whoop Cleveland.
Man, you crazy. Cleveland got everything.
Cleveland is big as fuck.
Got a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center.
They're the most solid team. Yeah, they're the most solid team.
You need.
But they're not dominant all of it. But they are
solid.
They are the most complete team.
Every position is down near top tier or 2 tier.
No, that's what I'm saying. They are the most complete. They are the most complete team.
Every position is top tier or 2.
That's small forward.
Except for small forward. But even he's a defender though.
If we match up against them, they don't have 2 players that's better than Dame or Giannis on their team.
Shit. Come on, man. Don't just
Name me 2 players that's better than Dame and Giannis that's on
right now.
Yeah, right now.
Right now.
That's better
as of today. I'm not talking career wise.
I'm talking about this year.
I'm talking about right
Today.
now. That's better than Dame and Giannis right now. That's on the Cavs.
Today,
Yeah.
I would take.
We're not talking about who you would take. We're saying is the Garland better than Dame? Is he playing better than Dame right now?
This year, yes. This year.
Wait, which
You
guard?
don't think Donovan Mitchell's better?
You don't think Donovan Mitchell?
He's playing better than Dame right now?
Yes.
Dame not playing.
Before he went down.
What is first?
What the fuck is going on? What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Where's that? I don't even see that.
They're better without fucking Donovan Mitchell.
25.
I take both of them.
Garland
I would take both of them over Dame.
Garland
right
ain't
now.
better
Wait,
than
hold on. So 25, 5 and 7. 25. That's what Damon's average. 25, 5, and 7.
Oh, man.
As the second option versus Garland, 22 and 7.
Name me 2 players that's better than them 2. Name me 1 player that's better than Giannis.
I'm not asking. I'm just asking them 2.
So obviously they better, right?
No, I'm saying
who's better?
I'm just saying.
Who got a better team?
I'm just saying the players that match up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You doing numbers. That shit don't mean shit when I'm 1 and you fucking in 6th spot. What are you talking about? It don't mean nothing.
I mean, you know, 8
One
games.
nigga average
You
30.
can say that, but if I say name me somebody who better than KD, and we just gonna go to them, but we can just say fuck the record. How many small forwards is better than him? I don't give a fuck what your record looks like. Are you actually better than that man?
This year?
That's what we're talking about.
We could say KD and Book, and that has not translated.
Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell ain't better than Dame Lillard.
You crazy.
They have a better team. They have better,
they have a better
team. They have better structure. They have better balance. Yes.
This year.
No, I'm talking about right now. But this year, if we're just gonna isolate the players, and say, you know, what your production is, what his production is, what is Giannis' production. We're not using the team. He said those 2 players on their own, not the rest of the team. That's all he asked.
I just named 2 better players on the Cavs that's better than those 2.
And when you take their production, put the production up there. That's it.
I picked them.
So 22 and 7 is better than 25, 4 and 7.
Obviously it is. Shit.
Okay.
Fuck, I mean, stats.
Hey, listen. You're gonna have a time. Well, they're gonna listen. They're gonna play against each other.
They will. They done played each other already.
So you think? Are y'all sleeping on the Pacers?
How many times that happened?
I would ask.
We're not giving a fuck about the Pacers.
Yeah, Pacers
You
can
may
watch.
not.
Pacers can watch out. The Knicks can watch out.
The Pacers may be able to watch out, but they are in the 4th spot in the East.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. Bobby, they suspended Bobby for 25 games.
So they would get 4 home games. Bucks would get 3 if they meet. Okay, y'all talking all this shit right now.
This is playoff basketball, man.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So the numbers. So you take LeBron over. You take Donovan Mitchell over LeBron right now.
Donovan Mitchell over LeBron right now.
So what numbers?
No.
Okay then. So you can't use numbers for that to that. So
I think LeBron's numbers better than.
Shit, LeBron averaged like 22 points. Okay, let's go KD. I mean Steph. I know he don't average more than 22 points.
So you just guessing.
I'm just saying.
You're just guessing.
I'm just saying. We go by numbers.
You're not even just looking at. You're not even looking
LeBron's
at.
averaging 25, 8,
What's
8.
Steph average?
Just so you know.
Wait, LeBron's averaging 25, 8, and 8?
I did not know that. This last
I told you
round up, Steve.
You're just sitting there just yelling shit out.
Closer to 25 to 24. Steph
The
averaging.
fuck you think he
Steph
averaged?
averaging 24 because it's 24.4.
Thank you. So you take a Steph over. You take a
Why
Donovan
would you
Mitchell
use
over
those 2 as examples?
So are you taking
Steph
them?
and Bron?
Are you
Really?
taking Donovan Mitchell over Steph? Are you taking Donovan because the numbers? Donovan Mitchell average more than Steph. So who you taking?
If you're saying the best 2 players on
yeah, see,
Golden State versus the first 2 players on
Do what you just did to
I'm
me,
taking. He said 2. He said 2 players. So I would say.
Motherfucking what for call it?
So I would say the 2
you're taking
Cleveland
Jennings,
Cavaliers
Malone,
players
and Donovan
are playing better than
Because he said numbers.
the 2. So I would take the Cavs 2 guards versus Golden State's 2. With Jimmy Butler and Curry. With Jimmy Butler and Curry. Those are,
now we talking about something else.
it's the 2 add them up. It's the 2.
You just did Dame numbers compared to these motherfuckers.
Yeah, so we got
now you changing the whole thing.
We got Giannis over. We got Giannis over.
Motherfucking clown.
But think about what we're saying. You're not listening. You're just using one. Giannis is over what's the name in numbers. He's over him in numbers.
Great UCLA.
So I'm saying I'm going to take the Cavs their 2 best player over Golden State's 2 best
In the
player.
middle of the conversation.
The conversation is giving Swaggy the
He's
bubble
just picking
gum.
one. He's changing the conversation. He picked 2. He said the best 2. I'm taking the 2 Cavs.
Over the
those 2 over 2 Golden States.
Swaggy cursing right now as he uses the facilities here at Gilbert Arena presented by Underdog Whoop Whoop. So let's talk a little bit about Giannis. It's a 2-man race for MVP. That is what it is. But Giannis currently 3rd in that race, averaging 30 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal and a block per game, shooting 60% from the field. 2nd straight season averaging 30 or more points while shooting over 60% from the field. Feat no other player has accomplished in NBA history. Also top 10 in player defensive rating this season. Mr. B, I'll ask you, does Giannis deserve more love in the MVP race for what he's doing on both sides of the ball? Seems like he's an afterthought now, not getting talked about.
Yeah, I mean, I just think because the team is up and down. The team is so up and down this year. We got trades. I think we started off didn't start off really that well. But his numbers is always there. His numbers, I mean, every year you got to definitely put him top 3 or in the conversation for sure.
Yeah.
But, I think also if he was in, a different market, his numbers will stand out way louder than what it is now. But, I mean, every year he's going to average 30, he's going to 10 and whatever you think. So it's always going to be there.
Now, naturally, you compare those to Joker's number from the offensive side. Obviously, Jokic smacks him out the water, right? But for what Giannis does on both sides of the ball, do you feel like he deserves a little bit more respect? I don't think he's obviously going to make that top 2, so it don't matter. But is he that far of a distant third?
I'd rather they keep the same energy that they've kept the whole time, right? You just don't even sugarcoat it, because if you just start now pushing them just to make them third still,
not even a push, but
we're
looking at
right. Whatever. If he's been third and they don't want to talk about third, then that's it. Like I don't want to sit here and we start doing a campaign for him, just to make him feel better, right? Just to keep him at third. Like it's just. You know what I mean? It's
clearly
backhanded slang.
But I guess is as far as
should he have been pushed a lot more?
As far as the third, as people are acting like we say, it's
as far as third is to 1 and 2,
been talked about
4 and 5 is that far from Giannis. If we're gonna do it that way,
and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? It's 1, 2, and then Giannis, and then 4, 5 somewhere down here.
Who's in the race? Who is 4 and 5?
Oh, it don't even matter. They don't even talk about 3.
Steph has climbed up.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
The fact that they don't talk about 3 is
they hate Jayson Tatum and the Celtics. They ain't gonna
January. It's been January.
Huh? It's been since.
I mean, but Jokic and SGA, they've been going crazy.
Like, what do you?
I know Giannis is like, what more do I need to do? I don't know what.
No, not Giannis. What is Jayson?
What does Jayson Tatum need to do?
I feel bad. You know what I feel bad for?
Celtics. This is your moment to crash off for the Celtics.
I feel bad for him because
now, but it makes me upset. That
I know it's going to happen.
He's checked every box that needs to be checked, and people are not respecting him, and it's mind-boggling. And
is it the team?
He's boring. Who cares? He wins.
There's nothing boring about
he ain't boring now though. Yeah. Game winners and shit.
He has aura. I want everyone to throw that word away.
You know what it is?
Aura.
Because since he's came in, they've been winners. Mm-hmm. It's like Jokic winning MVP. People are just tired of just seeing him, and it's conference finals and the finals. They're tired of it. He has to have a losing season
and then redeem
to then
himself.
Come back. Yeah, it's just one of those. He has to drop down so far, like, oh shit, they won 20 games, and then go back to first. Oh shit, MVP.
Do you think them not winning a back-to-back championship would do that? Would that be enough of a failure?
No,
they gonna win it.
Because I think they can win again.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
But if they don't win again, would that be like the springboard to his redemption arc that everybody was waiting on?
He's in second next year or third next year and averaging 30, and you're like, oh yeah, MVP talks. He's set up for failure. But
you think he'll ever win one? Think he can ever win one?
You might get one like
Celtics swept the season series.
I don't know.
I think he's gonna have like Kobe.
I think so.
I don't know.
He's gonna have like a Tim Duncan career. Where like he's gonna have a lot of
compliments. Win one?
Huh?
Yeah, he won several.
Yeah.
He's gonna have it like Kobe. He's gonna be like Kobe. He'll get one.
I'm just like, win.
Win. What does he need? But that's what I'm saying.
What else does he need to do?
What does he need to do, or average, or team success
get to 30.
that he needs to do?
You got to get to 30.
But if he gets to 30, that means they're not winning because somebody is missing that season, or they.
I mean, he got a super team. Look at this team.
The question becomes: you take Tatum off the Celtics, how good is that squad still?
They're not that
still,
good.
I mean,
they're
good.
Take Jaylen Brown off the team. How good are they?
They're good.
Still good.
They're good.
So it seems like he gets knocked for team success when other players kind of get elevated.
Once like Holiday decline more. Once Holiday decline, I think his numbers go up like next year. So
that's what I'm saying. If somebody
Holiday's gonna be focused more on defense and not even trying to score. I think in a year or two.
Voters make stuff so difficult for the future. Like they do. Like the fact that he played the way he played last year and they won and they were favored to win, you should have, for optics, had him top 3. Right? this year, right? You can literally put him in front of Giannis,
but they did everything
and nobody's going to be like, oh, no, they're going to look at the record. They're going to look at it and say, he won a championship last year. They're going to say, okay, third. But the fact that you don't have him third while he's doing all of this, where does he go from here?
Well,
that's going to satisfy you guys. So all this tells me is, oh, yeah, you're the new whipping boy. They're about to, when LeBron leaves and they need someone to whip for ratings, it's you. Because at this moment in time, there's nobody that the NBA media actually hates or wants to go against for ratings.
That's a fact.
They're not going to go against Wemby. They're not going against Steph. They're not going to go against. They're not going against these young guys. The only person who is at that level that they can sit there and talk shit about.
So now it's just going to, even though they never put him at this pedestal,
they're going to put him up there.
They're going to put him up there for a second just so they can
Just to
kick
knock
him
him
off
down.
of it.
Because that's where the rating is going to be. Oh, Jayson.
Well, I think that's what they try to do.
Who's the most valuable player on Boston?
I like it. You know, you got the Jacob Brown looking like Kanye West up there now.
Who's the most valuable player?
Who's the most valuable player on the Celtics, Lexie, in your opinion, as a longtime Celtics fan?
Yeah, we can do it.
No,
we can do that.
P. Rabbit.
Who is
Missoula?
Like, that's the thing about Boston. That's why we have the dilemma we're in right now. There's not someone you could just be like, if you take him off the team, they're going to be terrible. Because they're not.
They're not. No.
If you take Jaylen Brown off that team, they're not
terrible.
even sniffing the Eastern Conference Finals ever again.
What happens if you take Jayson Tatum off?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay, that's
You take fucking Luka off the Lakers, we not going
But please don't even put that in there. You see what happened last night?
You take any number 2 guy off
I'm crazy. Like, no. Who's number 2? LeBron was on the court.
I'm just saying.
Gil, you're 22. It's 40 years old.
Yeah, but I'm just, no. What I'm saying is, did y'all notice yesterday when Luka got off the court, our defense went to shit? That's how great his defense was.
All right.
Defense did not perform well.
What I'm saying, they scored like what, 20-something points,
29-12 or something like that.
They scored 29 points in 6 minutes.
That's crazy, but
all because that lockdown defense he had.
The most valuable player might be Drew Holiday. They haven't won a championship since Drew Holiday went over there. So if you take him off, they probably definitely don't make it again.
See, exactly, but you can make
So
an argument for like
he's y'all
Jordan.
most valuable player too.
Who?
Bucks.
Who?
Drew Holiday. Y'all ain't won shit since he left neither. Fuck. I was just saying anything.
Okay.
Ain't got no gun back for that? Oh.
You
believe it's true?
We traded him and PJ Tucker.
Yeah. I don't think they value
and we got rid of our coach. So
Lots of
they just.
But y'all, listen. No matter what they say, man, I'm trying to tell you, y'all are all right. Y'all are all right now. You know I don't like it. Y'all are all right now.
You've abandoned your Doc Rivers slander.
That's what I was
telling
saying.
you
We
right
haven't
now.
heard
Picking up
slander in a while.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Them moves they picked up, they lost some shit, but picking up
some good corner niggas.
Kevin and you picking up Kuzma, that
Diary Bird.
because people don't realize Kuzma's all of 6'10", 6'11".
I like this shit.
So 6'10",
corner niggas shit.
know what I'm saying? 6'10", 6'11" at your 3. With sometimes he's at the 2 with Bobby Portis, with Giannis, with what? You are fucking really big ass lineup and very athletic.
Yep.
That's a scary lineup.
And if we want, we could bring.
When you're talking about the playoffs and saying, "Hey man, fuck, just do this," and you're like, "Oh shit, what the fuck is this?" Nobody is rooting for that.
Is they're little.
Cavs is little.
They're small.
Yep. Because even when we take Brook out, we just.
I'm telling you, if I'm the Cavs,
4, 5 is
if I'm the Bucks, and I'm playing the Cavs. Game 1, I'm going to see what happens. Game 2, at some point when he got both guards in, I'm going to have Kevin Porter. I'm going to have Kuzma at the 1-2.
And who's going to be your center though? Who is Lopez still starting?
Yeah, I'm going to have Lopez, Giannis, and Bobby Portis.
That's where
so I'm gonna have Kevin.
Y'all lose though.
I'm gonna have Kevin Porter and what's the name? And say Kevin Porter just fucking post up, or Kuzma post up, Make them double. They're going to have to double. You're 6'10". What the fuck are they going to do down there?
Yeah.
And just let them try to change their offense or defense for this matchup. They're not going to be prepared for it. They've never seen it before.
And then on the other end,
I got six.
Put them in the pick and roll.
I got six. I got fucking 4 people 16 and above. What are you gonna do? Drive?
I'm about to say
Everybody's hurt. That's what the Lakers was. That's what the Lakers was doing that year. On the 2020 what's the name? When they had them big ass lineups.
Yeah.
What was their big lineup?
When they had AD, Bron, and Anthony Davis. AD, Dwight in at the same time with LeBron James and Kuzma sometimes.
Yeah.
Those are fucking big ass lineups.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all hope not lost.
I'm just saying it would be like the opposite of Golden State's Death Squad.
Yeah.
Lexie, the Celtics winning the chip this year, Tatum winning the Finals MVP, improve his standing come next year with the MVP race?
No.
No, they're gonna be bored. They gotta.
It actually might hurt him.
It's easy whipping.
If he wins and wins Finals MVP,
I'm trying to tell you, man, listen, they said it already.
they're gonna be like, we tired of him.
Man,
they won't say the winner.
They threw the lob. The lob is when when Bron's gone and they done whooping his ass and doing all that, you next.
So it's okay.
The league do need somebody to hate on.
So it's Boston come
No, it's the
back?
media.
I mean, the
But
media.
why though?
So it's Boston come back next
Who did they
like
hate before
OKC,
LeBron?
and Jayson Tatum is having a shea year.
No.
He don't win it.
No, it wasn't as bad as this LeBron.
Like I'm saying he averaging 30. They number one.
But they
don't give it
they
to him.
hated Kobe because how he.
You
carried
gotta
himself.
give it to him.
He made himself
You gotta
hateable.
do shit, bitch.
Bron don't do that.
What?
So who did they hate this much before?
Bron has a
LeBron?
Barbie doll.
Anybody that they say is the next Michael Jordan
Yeah.
is who gets the hate.
So who was it before Bron?
Kobe.
Yep.
It was Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
But him and Bron and Kobe don't like carry themselves the same way.
It don't matter. Whoever gets close to the crown.
Like
So,
Kobe, yeah,
they ain't gonna hate Joker.
and Bron's,
Give him another
Bron's like, what
MVP.
y'all hating for?
They're not talking to you. Ain't close to no Michael
You
Jordan.
give Joker another MVP, win the
listen,
two championships. He's in the
No,
conversation.
he's not in the
No, he's not.
conversation.
No, he's not.
With
What?
3 championships and 4 MVPs, you're not in the conversation?
Nope.
You crazy.
To be hated by the whole
To
league.
be the number one player, best player ever.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't care
Listen,
what
man, he gonna have all that. He gonna have all that in 10 years. We're gonna be like, oh,
Brother, he got that right
okay.
now. He ain't even broke the top 12.
right.
Okay, yeah.
It just depends on.
You get Joker.
Depends on who you ask.
You get Joker, yeah.
Because
They already saying the best player
Europe
ever.
think Jokic.
No, he said the
Steve Curry
best
may
center
disagree.
ever. And that best center has how many MVPs? How many MVPs does the
2 more chips?
how does
2
Kareem?
more MVPs is over.
Cool. How many chips does Kareem have?
Cream 6 chips will be 5.
How many MVPs does
Yeah,
Kareem
Nick,
have?
Jokic gotta
5.
win like
How many
at
final
least 3 more.
MVPs does Kareem
Jokic gotta
have?
win at least
2 or
2.
How many points does Kareem have?
A lot.
Gotta win at least
Right?
2 more
I don't care.
chips.
Like you can say it out loud.
6 chips, 6
all that.
MVPs,
Say it
2
again.
Finals MVPs.
6 chips, 6 MVPs,
2 Finals MVPs.
2 Finals MVPs. Like you're not even close to him.
What Bird got?
3-3.
Where's he at?
Like 7-8.
No.
No more eating, man.
Bird's where?
It's like
Bird, they got Bird 3, right?
they don't have
Somebody got
Bird
one.
3.
Some
Look,
people
they got
Bird,
LeBron 2. They got Kareem 3.
I thought it was Jordan, Magic, Bird, and some people come.
Oh my God. No.
Just a consensus. Overall, when you look at everybody's ranking, when you look at everybody's
right?
you go ESPN.
Kobe is fucking 9 or 10.
When you go, we're
Well,
not
let's
talking
just keep
about
it
our
real.
opinion. We're just saying. I'm saying when we say when we're saying
We talking
consensus.
what you say, what they put
When
out
we
there.
say consensus, so that means you take Bleacher Report, you take everybody's
you can put
consensus, you
LeBron
put them all
2.
together. They
Then
have
there go
LeBron 2,
Magic, Arden,
Kareem
Bird.
3.
I
They have
give
Kareem.
Birds in the top 5.
Just name.
All time?
What he go? He's the.
All right.
While you look that up, let's move on to MostlyFans.
What you say? They got Kobe 9.
Presented by Underdog.
I'm gonna tell you where Bird is.
Download the Underdog app. Use promo code GIL. You get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick'em.
Who else?
Bill Russell.
So our first question is from Underdog user QuadLife33. If you got into a bar fight, what teammates would you take with you? So we'll start over here with you, Lexie.
I don't fight.
So, but if there was a bar fight, somebody was
leaving.
antagonizing you, what teammates would you like to have with you to handle that situation? Peace, you just got to talk it out.
I don't fight. We know this. I will never even be in that situation to begin with. So that's my answer.
But if somebody was pressing you, what teammates would you like to
If
defend?
someone started pressing me, I'm leaving.
Okay.
You're not even going to get into that. I'm
You
out.
coming back?
What if they
John
lock the
Morant
door?
style, right?
I'm going home. Y'all got it. I'm going to go.
Damn, you shouldn't say that out loud. You coming back with the pistols, right?
Yeah. No,
Going
just leaving,
home.
just going home, watching a movie like nothing happened.
Lexie, a woman of
'cause they
peace
gonna
and
try to touch
prosperity.
you.
I am.
Don't let people.
Good vibes only.
Positive vibes and affirmations. Only in Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. Mr. B, if you got into a bar fight, what teammates would you take with you?
What's up with these questions?
Larry Sanders, Steven Jackson.
Oh, y'all going to jail.
Yeah. Giannis.
Dogs at.
Where the goddamn dogs at? Goddamn dogs. Where the goddamn
Yeah.
dogs?
Well, I said Larry Sanders. I said Sack Jack. Giannis, because I play with Giannis.
You think Giannis has hands?
Yeah, for sure.
Greco Nigerian?
Big motherfucker, too.
Throw people like the Hulk.
DeAndre Drummond.
Dang, how big is this fight?
I mean, and he said teammates. I mean, I'm bringing all the
God,
bigs
y'all
I
in
play
a
with.
Bar brawl. It's not even a fight no more.
Do they still have bar fights? I'm at the crib, so I don't know.
Me too, Joe. I don't know either.
Praying, preparing for Gil's Arena. Swaggy, bar fight, what teammates would you want with you?
I'm gonna bring in, if I'm right there in the moment, see, I'm gonna have JaVale with me because he got hands, but I'm gonna call Gil to pull up. Because he ain't gonna be with me, because Gil, for sure calling Gil. I'm gonna call him in many situations.
Shut that bitch down.
Pull up, but I need JaVale there because I done seen JaVale whip a couple people ass. And Kwame Brown. Oh. He can't fight. I thought he fought.
Moving on, Gil, if you got into a bar fight.
Nobody.
He never fought nobody?
Gil, if you got into a bar fight, what teammates would you want to take with you?
Get his ass whooped. I am taking Michael Dunleavy.
Dunleavy?
Yes, sir.
And Draymond. I'm tripping. Draymond Green.
Why would you take Dunleavy with you?
Draymond Green. I'm tripping. I forgot.
So you can call the police. What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Speak to a manager, call the police.
What's wrong with you? They're not gonna do nothing to a white man, like, cause if it's two black people, they're gonna arrest both of them. I need my white counterpart with me. Get us out of this conversation. Talk us out of this, Dunleavy. Duke, educated. Educated.
Talk about it.
Speak to the manager. All right, our last question. Underdog user, too much sauce. Swaggy, is it true that Dwight Howard is joining your Big Three squad? It was announced today that Dwight Howard is playing final season in the Big Three.
I got another
Really?
chip, baby.
Yeah.
Coach,
Hey, man. Hey, no, listen. Can I be the assistant? I'm trying to win too, man. I don't want to be the nigga.
Come on, man.
I want to win.
For real?
Yeah, you know.
I want to be a winner. I want
Big Three, I think
I want to be a winner. We still got Jordan Crawford.
Yes, we got Crawford. We got Elijah.
We still.
Nigga, we on what?
We still got.
No, not him. Elijah Stewart, the USC.
Oh, we let him go.
You said the one eye gone. He retired.
He retired? Yeah. Oh, okay, retired on time.
Why do y'all do this shit on this show every day? It's so unnecessary.
What?
It's unnecessary.
One eye. Yeah, I know one eye. Isaiah Austin.
Stop it, please.
That was our teammate. So
You can
talk shit about it. We know.
After the camera stopped rolling.
We know he going left. All right.
Oh, man, and on that note, appreciate everybody in the chat.
See, I've never been around him, so
appreciate everybody on this show.
I can't see that way. I was like, yo, hey man, that whole side is open. He said, I'm sure it is.
Appreciate everybody in the chat.
Hey, yo, I asked him. I was like, yo, you know they, like, you be a lot. Like, so we'll put everybody on that side, and then we'll have them on this side. And he still want to go this way. And I'm like,
man, I'm open. I'm like,
come on, man.
Did y'all know that he had this issue?
No, he cold though.
No, he's good as a motherfucker.
He good as a motherfucker.
No, but it's just funny though, cause he just be like, I can't go that way. If I go, I'm spinning back. They can't stop me.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everyone on this couch swag. Appreciate you for honoring our Instagram bet, wearing your UCLA sweatshirt here in the arena. Go Bruins. No, keep it on. Show's still on. You know the contract. Show's still on. Okay. Creator League champion, Mr. B. Brandon Jennings.
Why you point to that?
No.
His Creator Championship win over Swaggy's team.
You're right. My bad.
This has been another episode of Gills.
Wait, whoa.
I was gonna let you sit on the.
Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright. This is the new outfit.
The official LeBron Glazer.
LeBarbie. You got to put it on, or we don't know you the real thing. You know what I mean?
The ultimate level of glazing.
The LeBron glazer.
A master glazer.
The LeBron glazer.
This is the LeBron outfit, man. This is the new thing right here.
The Yoda
This is my first
LeBron
fanny
glazer.
pack.
It's nice.
I don't even know what do you put in this thing?
It's
empty. The chat pointed out double grip glazing. Yes, it's a double grip glaze.
I put the blue chews in here.
You put the you pop.
You got to take it out like this.
This has been another episode of Gills Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa. We'll see y'all tomorrow.